Playoffs begin this Friday night. We mentioned all the teams in our region. Again, you can go to FHSAA.com. If you have reserved seats, come up to the school either Wednesday or Thursday to pick those out. And what I mean by reserved seats is the middle section at the stadium. For booster members, for your booster seats, you'll just want to pay attention to the Booster Club Facebook.
Jackie said he'll put something out for that.
Jackie, those guys, they'll let you know when you can get those tickets. So best of luck, Coach. The Wildcats looking for a win in the playoffs this week against Julie. I'll be there, 7 o'clock kickoff Friday night, and we'll talk to everybody at that time. Good luck, Coach.
All right, thank you.
All right, good night, everybody. Talk to you we'll talk to you Friday night, 7 o'clock.
Because your family matters, we're here. 97.5, The Beacon.
You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 FM WFBB. This radio station is a ministry of Glen Baptist Church in Glen St. Mary, Florida. We're blessed to air Baker County Wildcat Football live each week, and it's our hope that you enjoy the program. We know that life is busy, work, school, football, running errands around, but in the midst of the busyness, we all need a church home that brings the stability upon which you can build your life. If you're looking for a church home where you can grow in Christ and community, we would love to invite you to worship with us every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Check us out on our website at glenbaptist.org or on Facebook, where you can access church info and content and even watch worship services. At Glen, you get dynamic music, gospel-centered expository preaching, and a wonderful faith community. Come grow with us.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat. Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
Hi, this is Larry Berkins of Berkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Berkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Berkins at Berkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BerkinsChevy.com.
Since 1967, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has had the goal to acquire customers and maintain their complete satisfaction throughout the business relationship. Located in McClenny with almost 60 years of serving the McClenny area, excellence has been their hallmark. Did you know that now Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning also carries Amana products? Amana has been known since 1934 as having some of the most reliable and dependable heating and air conditioning systems in the business. If you're struggling with who to call for your air conditioning service, give them a call. Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546. That's 259-6546.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate, call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
We live in the small towns of North Florida, and we deserve only the finest in healthcare. We're fortunate to have that right here in McClenny at Ed Frazier Memorial Hospital. Here, we receive personalized treatment options that focus on wellness. It's reassuring to know that our doctors are just as qualified as larger hospitals, and our medical technology is the best available. Ed Frazier Memorial Hospital at Baker County Medical Services. The best part? They treat you like family.
Welcome to Baker High Wildcats football. And now, Baker High Wildcats football. Welcome to Baker High Wildcats football. And now, Baker High Wildcats football.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Friday Night Lights edition of Baker County Wildcat Football right here on 97.5 WFBB, coming to you live from Memorial Stadium, downtown McClenny, Florida. 2022 Baker County Wildcat Football all season long. Mike Cruz and Jackie Baker set to bring you all the action of Wildcat football as long as we can. The regular season is over. The Wildcats finished with a 7-3 record last week against Sun Lake, the Seahawks, on the road last week. And now we head into the first round of the 2022 playoffs under a new system, Jackie. The suburban and metro teams have changed. Last year at this time, it would have been the 5A quarterfinal. This year, though, it's going to be the 2S regional quarterfinal. So instead of Class 5A, which we were in previously, now we're in Region 2, or Region 2 is part of the 2S classification. So we talked about it this past week on the Coaches Show. The bracket starts with Bradford High School as number one, the number one seed in our area. We ended up with the number 3 seed, Jackie, which means we play the number 6 seed here in the first round, which is none other than the Yulee Hornets that we played back in Week 6.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those things where, you don't want to play somebody you played in the regular season in the first round, but the Wildcats did win that game, Mike, and again, a 3 seed would not be in the division champion. Shows you the caliber of opponents that the Wildcats played, and that the points got them all the way up to number 3. So 7-3 on the year. All 3 losses came to district champions. Baldwin winning our district, Bradford winning their district, and Andrew Jackson winning their district. So not a bad season for this Wildcat football team, but what it'd be to make a run here.
Yeah, and some good wins mixed in there as well for this Wildcat team. We had a little bit of stuff happening before the game, so we're getting on the air a little bit late, so our pregame celebration kind of cut short a little bit, but Wildcats dressed in black pants with the red jersey, trimmed in white numerals with the black helmets. Yulee won the toss before the game, elected to defer to the second half, so the Wildcats will get the football first to start the game. Yulee wearing green pants with the white jerseys trimmed in gold numerals with the gold/yellow helmet. So the Wildcats are going to start it out from our own 20, first and 10, after a touchback to start the game. If you recall, back in Week 6, the Wildcats won this game 31-30 against Yulee in comeback fashion. They were ahead 30-21 with about 5 minutes to go in that ball game. We came back, able to get a field goal and a touchdown late, won that football game going away. That gave us a 3-1 district record after the win against Fernandina Beach. And here we are, first round. Cam Smith's going to take the first down handoff. Cam Smith hits the sideline, 25-30, 35-40, and Cam Smith 45-50, and pushed out of bounds into Yulee territory to start this football game. Cam Smith with a 33-yard gallop.
Oh, my goodness, Mike. He almost took that one to the house, breaks it to the outside there, picking his way to the right. And, man, a couple of those Yulee defenders had an angle on him and just were able to get a fingertip on him to push him out of bounds.
Absolutely. They actually said he went out before midfield, so a 28-yard gain. Pass it out to the left side. Davion Dean's got the catch. Davion Dean across midfield into Yulee territory. I talked to Coach Mays, Jackie, on the Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning Coaches Show Monday, and I said, hey, one of the game plan tactics has got to be to get number 2 the ball more. You see it on the second play here. He gets the ball first down cap.
First 2 plays of the game, you've seen us put the ball in these athletes' hands, Cam Smith and then number 2, Davion Dean, and you're right. If I'm a head coach and I got those 2 guys, they're getting the majority of the touches for this football team.
At the 41 of Yulee, Wildcats moving quickly here. Mays takes the snap. He's going to run the option to the left. He keeps it himself. Mays is down the sideline, 25-20. Blake Mays, 15-10-5. And the zone reads for Blake Mays results in a 41-yard touchdown run on the third play of the game. They were keying on Cam Smith. They were keying on Davion Dean. Blake Mays takes the snap, fakes the toss, runs down the sideline for the touchdown.
And just like that, you got so many athletes, so many weapons on that offensive side. As soon as they start keying in, Blake Mays is the best I've seen at making those reads, and he makes the right one there and gets down the sideline for a Wildcat touchdown. What a play by Blake Mays.
Not even a minute out of the ball game yet, off the clock. 11:08 to go, only 52 seconds it takes the Wildcats to drive 80 yards. The extra point by Blake Mays is good. And here in the region quarterfinal, the 2S region quarterfinal, the Wildcats take a 7-0 lead. What would Larry Birkin say about that, Jack?
Come on, Blake Mays. Get down the sideline and score, son.
And he did. The Wildcats on top 7-0. We'll keep it here during the break. I want to remind folks that this region quarterfinal is one of those deals where we get the rights to tonight's game from the Florida High School Activities Association. So as such, we will share some messages from the Florida High School Activities Association tonight during the broadcast. And as always, this is kind of when it gets official, Jackie.
For sure.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is having respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. Play strong, play hard, play fair. The FHSAA. So, Wildcats take it 80 yards on the opening series. 3 plays. That's all it took. 3 plays. Cam Smith, Davion Dean, and then Blake Mays. Actually, Blake Mays twice. Once on the pass completion to Davion Dean. Second on the running play, 41 yards down the sideline. Nice zone read look.
Yeah, I mean, but if you'll recall, in that Week 6 game, you talked about it, Mike, it ended up being a shootout, but the Wildcats jumped out to an early lead. That game was 14-0 with about 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. We thought we were going to take a comfortable lead into the locker room, and the wheels kind of fell off for this Cats team. So we do strike early again here in this game, and let's see if this defense can stay strong as they did in Week 6 there and go ahead and put this game away.
Yeah, you could absolutely end up with a shootout here tonight. This Yulee team, we'll talk about it as the night goes on, but they've got some good football players on that side of the field. You'll remember that 31-30 game was no fluke. Those guys are good. Austin Drawdy, the quarterback, trying to float a little screen out of the backfield over there, and he threw it just a little bit too long for the receiver. It's incomplete.
Man, I tell you what, I didn't really notice it from where we were sitting at Yulee, but if you look at those offensive linemen, Mike, the splits that those guys have, I mean, they're 2 yards from one another down there, and we saw Orlando Holland have a great game at the defensive tackle spot when we played at Yulee, and now he's going to line up at middle linebacker here tonight.
The quarterback's number 2, and that, I said Austin Drawdy. It's actually Zachary Drawdy. He's a quarterback that's being recruited by Valdosta State. I think he's actually committed to Valdosta State. But the point that I want to make here in terms of the quarterback, Chris Turner is the quarterback. Number 10, Jackie. Keep an eye on number 10. That's Rylan Hill. If you'll remember that game, they brought in some Wildcat packages with a big tight end they've got, number 10, Rylan Hill. And keep an eye on him. He can do multiple things. They've got some very gifted athletes on this side of the ball, so surprising here to see them kind of stall out on their first possession. 3rd down 10, here we go. The quarterback is Turner. Turner's in the shotgun. 10:15 to go, first quarter. Wildcats struck first, 7-0 lead. Turner takes the snap, straight back. He looks to throw left side, and he overthrows again. That's twice tonight that Turner's had a man, and he's overthrown him both times, and they're going to have to punt on their first possession.
Yeah, the defense is going to hold here for a good 3 and out here for this Baker County team, and listen, the Wildcats have elected just to put everybody in coverage. We got 4 down linemen and Orlando Holland roaming the middle of the field. Everybody else is falling back into coverage, and it works there on that first drive, and the Wildcats look to get the ball back in decent field position.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We're going to send, looks like maybe,
Josh Holmes.
Josh Holmes. He did that earlier in the year. Cam Smith, we had a chance to block it. Derek Major's going to get flagged here because he didn't get a piece of it. Derek Major right in front of the white hat down there runs into the kicker, but he was back there. He should have just dove for the ball. That's what you got to teach these guys on special teams. You got to dive for the ball. He was back there in plenty of time to block that punt. Instead of diving for the ball, though, he dove straight into the kicker. And everybody in the stadium's got to be thinking he had to get a piece of that, right?
I would think so. He was right on top of the punter there.
But this is not what the Wildcats needed, though, Jackie. I understand that it was an effort play. He's trying to get back there to block the punt. But, Jackie, the 15-yard penalties are killing the Wildcats. And here on fourth down, we get them off the field. They don't gain a yard. We give them 15. They're going to move the ball out to the 45. And listen, nothing against the effort play that time. I know they were trying to block that punt. But the technique's got to be right. You know, the technique's got to be right. You got to get out there, dive for the football.
The punter kind of bobbled it, and I think it caught Major off guard a little bit, and he thought, man, I could get to this thing, and just didn't get a piece of that football, unfortunately.
Yeah, with that being said, the defense right back on the field, and Turner's going to complete this pass as he looks to the left side. It finds his receiver across midfield, and that's what happens. Every time those 15-yard penalties will come back to bite you, and they get a 20-yard completion here down to the 45 of the Wildcats, and now Yulee with a 20-yard pass and a 15-yard penalty in business at the Wildcat 45.
You know it as well as I do. That's the way it always happens. You get a penalty on a specialty on a punt like that, the next play is going to hurt you.
And you may as well count it as a third down conversion for them because, I mean, that's basically what happened. First down play now. Turner going to give it to the deep back, and he's going nowhere. A host of Wildcats meets him at the line of scrimmage. Nice job in the front there. Looks like 45 maybe for the Cats. Tucker Thrift along with Orlando Holland, some other guys there making the tackle, so good job there. We hold them to nothing, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, host of Wildcats that time. And again, nothing really happening in the box here for this Wildcat defense. 5 guys in the box, and everybody else is split out wide.
Wildcats show blitz. Looks like we came off sides on the far end, and that's the other thing. You got to wait on the ball to move, and so far you're going to see this penalty bug rear its ugly head here on the first possession for Yulee. We've been talking about penalties this whole year, and I'm not going to get off on a soapbox, but that's twice now. The Wildcats have been flagged, and we're looking at 2nd and 5 now instead of 2nd and 10.
Oh, my goodness. Such an easy one, too. Watch the ball.
2nd down 5, Turner, straight drop. He looks across the middle, catch is made, and the catch is made, and Girardi is the receiver, and he's going to go down and get another Yulee first down to the 33-yard line.
And that's the only thing I tell you, we got, again, 4 down linemen. Orlando Holland's the only linebacker standing in the middle of the field. When he blitzes, the middle of the field's wide open, and Yulee's running a couple of these short, shallow crossing routes. And if Orlando Holland's coming, the quarterback's looking just to dump it down to one of those guys.
8:45 to go first quarter, 7-0. Wildcats lead on top of Yulee, but Yulee now driving at the Wildcat 33. They hand the ball to the running back. He's running to the right side. He's got the 30. He's inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line. Got to check the number on that back, Jackie, and see. I think that's number 4 maybe, or 6. Which one? 6. It would look like a 4 or a 6. Hard to see those numbers. What do you think?
Light yellow numbers on a white jersey. Underneath the beautiful lights of Memorial Stadium here in McClenny.
Thompson is the running back. Hard count there from the quarterback, Turner.
I mean, look at those splits from the center to the guard. That's 3 yards, man.
Yeah, they've got big splits, and that splits the Wildcat defensive front out. They're going to try to run the football. The running back, Thompson went out of the game. They got a new running back in the game. He has to reverse his field here. The Wildcats blew it up in the backfield, and they're going to lose yardage on this play, but not as many as they could have. Ashton Johnson comes over and cleans it up, but I think that was 52 that got back there to start with, Jackie, and kind of disrupted that thing. Jeremiah Mitchell along with Gavin Mosley.
Yeah, we came in, we had the blitz on that time. Looked like Jadavion Clowney, like they were going to blow it up at the mesh point there, and missed him.
2-yard loss, 2nd down and 12. Turner, straight drop, fires one out of the backfield. It's going to be incomplete. The receiver coming out of the backfield trying to run a little wheel route there, but the Wildcats did a good job in coverage in the pass again. That's the 2nd time or 3rd time tonight that the quarterback, Turner, who's done so well all year long, and I think he's about off the state commit. He's been long on his passes here early on, maybe a little pumped up.
Yeah, playoff football, man. Win or go home now. Mm-hmm. Everybody's starting 0-0.
That first year, remember that first game, Braves-Phillies, that Zach Wheeler fastball was humming 99 with some movement because of that. You know, he's normally a 96, 97 guy. that playoff excitement can get you fired up. You add a little life to the fastball, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. The Astros just happened to tee off on it.
Sorry to remind you of that first. Hey, it is what it is. Phillies National League champions, Jackie.
Me and Mattress Mac were celebrating after that huge victory by the Astros.
I've got you a National League champion shirt coming. I'm going to present it to you. Hopefully next week when the Wildcats play again, but if not, sometime in between. 7:06 to go, first quarter, 7-0 Wildcats. Going to be a third down again for Yulee. We stopped them earlier, but a penalty kept the drive alive. Third down play. Turner looks to his left, fires one over there, got a catch made inside the 20 down to the 15. Going to be short of the first down. It was about an 8-yard completion. They're going to be looking at 4th and 3.
I tell you, that was great coverage over there by Cale Cruz from his linebacker spot. But Turner just put that one on the money.
Now 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Turner, they're going to go for it. 4th and 3. The hard count. They try to draw the Wildcats offside. We do not bite. Now Turner looks to the sideline. Are they going to go for it? I would think they are in the range of a field goal here. Wildcats come to the line. Now they're just going to bleed the clock here and probably call timeout. Let's see. From here, it would be about a 32-yard field goal for Yulee. The quarterback, Turner, is just walking to the sideline here. They're going to call a timeout with 1 on the play clock. So, Jackie, the Wildcats get a big stop here after those penalties, and we're going to force them into a field goal try.
We're not going to call it a stop until the Wildcats get the ball back. We had them stopped earlier, Mike, and already had one special teams penalty on this drive, roughing the punter. Gave Yulee a free 15 yards and a first down.
Well, how about this? I'm going to say we stop the drive because I don't think they're going to come out of this huddle and go for it. I think that they will come out and try the field goal. If they come out and go for it, why wouldn't they just, they had the personnel on the field they needed.
I'm with you.
But let's see. They break the huddle here.
Let's just not rough the kicker.
Well, I don't know if they're kicking or not now. Maybe they are. Number 10's in the game, Jackie. I told you to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, they're not kicking, Mike.
No, they're not. And they're going to go Wildcat with number 10. I told you, Jackie, this guy right here is the guy to watch. Number 10, his name is Rylan Hale. He really hurt the Wildcats over there in Yulee, and he's back in there now in the Wildcat formation here on 4th down and 3. And Hale likes to run with the football, but he can throw it. 4th down and 3. Wildcat formation. He goes straight ahead. The Wildcats stop him at the 15-yard line. I'm not sure. He needed the 14 for the first down. It looks like the 14 and a half, so it looks like the Wildcats stopped.
Yeah, it looks like a stop. Wildcat signaling. Yeah, that's a huge stop.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by the play call, Jackie. If you remember in the game that we played over at Yulee, he threw a jump pass, he ran around the end, he did several things, but line up and run between the tackles wasn't really something that he did, so I'm surprised that they just tried a straight Wildcat run through the middle, but good for the Wildcats, we stop them.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I didn't see who did it, but it was a shoestring tackle. Now, I thought he was going to pick it up fairly easily, and the Wildcat defender able to swipe him down there in the last minute, bring him up short of the first down.
Mid-quarter timeout here. You're listening to the 2022 Region 2S quarterfinal, brought to you by the FHSAA, but you're listening to it right here on WFBB 97.5 FM. We're going to take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be back with more Wildcat football in just a moment.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
On the first down play, the Wildcats turn the ball over, and Yulee is going to be chasing Cam Smith again on first down. The first play of the night, he got a 28-yard carry, and on this play, he's going to go for another 21. So on 2 carries now, Cam Smith 28 plus 21. In my mind, I think that's 49. 49 yards early on here for Smith.
And that time, I didn't even see what happened. Mikey went to the right, and I thought they had him bobbled up, and he was able to squeak out of there and get all the way to the left, pick up big yardage.
First down play, going to toss it left side to Davion Dean. That time, a little option read. Blake Mays comes to the left, tosses to Davion Dean, and Davion Dean's going to pile ahead for 5 yards. So positive yards here on first down. It'll be second down and 5. Wildcats need to get just across midfield here. We scored on our first possession in 3 plays. Now with 5:30 to go in the first quarter, Wildcats with the ball again. Second down play, going to hand it off this time to Josh Holmes. Holmes is going to be straight ahead for maybe 3 yards. It's going to bring up a third down play. Jackie, if you remember in the second half of last week's game, Kanias Williams, number 9, was shaken up. And Kanias has been a huge contributor on this offense, but you'll see Josh Holmes in there tonight as Kanias Williams couldn't go tonight. Third down and 3. Almost drew Yulee into the neutral zone. The sideline judge says no. Blake Mays, shotgun formation, third down and 3. Holmes to the left and Cam Smith to the right. Cam Smith got a first down. He's picking them up, putting them down across midfield into Yulee territory down to the 44-yard line.
Great pickup that time by Cam Smith. Nothing fancy. Just right up the middle, knew what he had to get, and picks up the first down. I tell you, I thought we drove him off sides. That one they call on us was a little tic-tac over there.
Yeah, it was close. His helmet looked to me like he came into the neutral zone, but first down play, quarterback Mays is going to fake the handoff to Josh Holmes on the jet sweep, and Mays keeps it himself, runs straight ahead for 4 yards. It'll be second and 6.
Wildcats intent right now is just keeping it on the ground, picking up big yardage there, offensive line, moving people tonight, Mike.
Absolutely. Offensive line doing a nice job early on. Second down, 6, 4 minutes to go, first quarter. Handoff this time, no. Mays fakes the handoff again to Cam Smith. Going to force another third and short situation here as Mays, read play, goes straight up the middle against that Yulee defense. It'll be 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4, and you know what happens if you pick up 3 yards on every play, Mike?
Then you get a first down because you got to go to the fourth play, but, you know, your fourth down conversion rate will be good. Cam Smith gets the handoff on third down, and he gets the corner. 35-30. Flag comes in behind the play. That would have been a touchdown for Cam Smith, going 38 yards, but this flag came from the sideline, and it looks like they're going to call one of the Wildcats for holding right here on the sideline in front of the coaching staff for the Wildcats, and that's, I don't know if it was holding or not, Jackie, but he threw the flag like it was.
It was, and the Wildcat player knows it was because he was tapping his chest on the way back. And it was one of those plays that he was driving the kid. Cam Smith runs past him, and he just doesn't let go. If he lets go, Cam Smith's still untouched into the end zone. But unfortunately, the referee saw it that time. So as much as those penalties hurt you on the defensive side of the ball, man, here we go on the offensive side. It's going to put you in the 3rd and long.
That close to a 14-0 game. Pass left side, going to be caught by Silas Roden. He catches it right at the 40, makes a cut inside to the 36-yard line. And now you're going to be looking at a 4th down and about 2. Will the Wildcats keep it 4-down territory?
Offense stays on the field.
It's really a long 2 here as they need to get it all the way to the 33-yard line. They do. They snap the football. Cam Smith got it. He's not going to the first down. Yulee stopped him. And Cam Smith tried to cut it back to the right side. I'm not sure if he slipped down or if they just took his legs out from under him, but Cam had no chance. He was buried a yard upfield, and I think he's looking at Blake Mays thinking the read was something else. But it's a turnover.
Yeah, I tell you, on a situation like that, if we hurry up to the line, it's 4th down and 3. I'd like to see us go on the hard count, just see if we could get Yulee to jump again. We go fast, though, and Cam Smith just nothing in between the tackles that time.
Nothing doing at all. First down going the other way for Yulee. They trail the Wildcats 7-0. Wildcats again in Yulee territory here. Had a chance to make something happen on our second possession. It didn't happen. Now Turner, the quarterback for Yulee, goes back into the ballgame, hands off to Thompson. Thompson running right side. And he's going to get out to the 38-yard line, call it the 39, a gain of 4.
Good run that time by Yulee. Orlando Holland again that linebacker position there. If they're able to break that first line of defense there for the Wildcats, it's a while before another Wildcat touches it.
Second down, same play. They run the football up the middle. This time the Wildcats there to greet him. Looked like Tucker Thrift there, number 45, along with Orlando Holland, along with 56 is going to be Nordstrom. Hunter Nordstrom there on the tackle. So the interior of that Wildcat line doing the job again.
Yeah, host the Wildcats that time. Nothing doing there. They just clog everything up in the middle. Going to bring up a 3rd and 7 situation here, and the Wildcats another opportunity to get off the field here.
Third down play, Turner, straight drop, looking down the right sideline. The receiver trying to come back for the back shoulder throw. He's going to complain to the official that he was held up. Not going to matter. It'll be 4th down. The Wildcats have turned him over.
Great job that time by Ashton Johnson from his defensive end spot, putting a lot of pressure on Turner, and he threw that ball well before he wanted to, and the receiver had not gotten out of his break yet, so he never saw it coming. So the Wildcats defense was going to hold.
That's a kid, number 40, Johnson, that you talked about. He's made a real impact here in the last several games. We've called his name a lot the last several weeks. And a guy that I don't think he played football early on. He's a baseball guy, came out this year and played some football, and he's making an impact. High punt, going back the other way. Holmes is going to field it. Fields it right at the 20, blocking the back right in front of him, but no flag. Josh Holmes is going to get tackled, though, right around the 23-yard line. And we'll start there, I believe, 1st down and 10. They're actually going to move him back to the 20. There was a flag on the field. It looked like a block in the back right in front of the return man, so we might get moved back here.
Yeah, that's what he's signaling to the white hat here.
It was pretty obvious.
It was, but the guy happened right in front of him didn't call it. So let it go, man.
Isn't that the way it goes? We had a chance to talk to the head official right before the game, and I said, hey, let's just keep the flags in the pocket tonight. And he said, we'd love to have it that way. He said, we don't want to throw it unless it's obvious.
Said he's here to watch football.
Yeah, I said, that's what I want to see, too. Let's just don't throw it. Scott McDonald told me the head official's name. I'll have to get it back from him again. He was the quarterback on that inaugural JU football team that Scott McDonald participated in. Talmadge Ford, that's his name. Talmadge Ford, the head referee, going back to, gosh, I have to say, late 90s. Late 90s, that first JU football team. Scott McDonald went and played one of our offensive line coaches here.
Yeah, I thought it was 96, maybe 97, somewhere around there.
Sounds about right. First down play, going to hand it off to Davion Dean, running on the jet sweep. Davion Dean's got it to the 20. Davion to the 25. Davion Dean out of bounds across the far sideline, across the 30-yard line. And on that first down play, after we were backed up, Dean picks up yardage, and you see the speed and athleticism that Davion Dean has. It's not just the speed for Dean, it's his ability to make guys miss.
All right, there's no doubt about it. They had a defender earlier, thought he had Davion Dean dead to right, and he's probably over there getting his ankles taped up because Davion Dean made him miss badly.
I like the decision by Coach Mays, though, to start getting him the ball more. We haven't used him this year on the offensive side as much. First down play, Silas Roden's going to get a catch again. They toss it out here to the receiver, trying to get a block. This time he picks up another 5 yards for the Cats. And number 8, 5 yards on first down, brings up 2nd and 5. So the Cats ahead right now, 7-0 with 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Yulee on defense again. We've moved the ball on offense, but Yulee stopped us on 4 downs on the last possession.
Man, that was disappointing because I thought we were kind of in control of that drive.
Yeah, for sure. Second down play here. This time it's going to be Mosley, Makai Mosley on the carry, but flags all over the field. As Makai Mosley came on the jet sweep trying to turn that up, he would have gotten a first down out near the 40, but whatever happened was pretty obvious.
When 3 out of 7 of them see it, don't know that you can argue your case.
No. Illegal block in the back. 10-yard penalty. So we're going to go back from the original line of scrimmage from the 35 back to the 25. So after the run by Silas Roden, or the catch by Silas Roden, we had a 2nd and 5. Now, on the second down play, you get a 10-yard penalty. Now you're looking at 2nd down and 15. So, big difference between 2nd and 5 and 2nd and 15. That's where the penalty bug has just killed the Wildcats this year, Jackie.
I'd like to see him pump this over here to Silas Roden and see if we can't get Josh Holmes up the sideline.
Blake Mays runs the option to the right side. Going to be a toss out to Cam Smith, and he's tackled right away. So when they put you in a position where it's 2nd and 15, the defense has, a little more option. They can kind of play the field, rush some guys back there into the backfield. They caught Cam Smith coming around the corner there, stop him 3rd down and 14.
Yeah, that's not something you see very often either. I mean, that was a one-on-one tackle drill there, and Yulee defender got the best of it.
3rd down, 14. Wildcats are, that's the end of the quarter. First quarter goes by pretty quickly, Jackie. It's 7:31 Eastern time, only 30 minutes to play one quarter of football here. The Wildcats lead at 7-0. You're listening to the 2022 Region Quarterfinal here on WFBB 97.5 FM. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
Hi, this is Larry Birkins of Birkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Birkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Birkins at Birkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BirkinsChevy.com.
Jumbo set.
Here we go. First play of the second quarter now. Blake Mays drops straight back to throw. Looking down the sideline, Davion Dean's open. He finds him at the end of the play, but he's too late. Dean was open the whole time, Jackie. He never saw him until the end of that play. It's incomplete. It's going to be 4th down. That would have been it would have been close to a 1st down.
Yeah, I tell you, normally this Wildcat team, they like to spread them out. 4 wide receivers, 5 wide receivers at times. And that time we only had 2 wide receivers on the field, and Yulee dropped everybody back on a 3rd and 13.
Blake Mays drops back to do the punting. He gets a high punt here. It's going to come down and take a Yulee roll back toward midfield. The Wildcats will touch it down there. Yulee's going to have good field position. Jackie, for the latest official news about Florida high school sports, including results of all rounds in the 2022 FHSAA Football Championships, visit FHSAA.com, the official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association. That's www.fhsaa.com. Catch live and on-demand postseason coverage of Florida high school sports at www.nfhsnetwork.com. Brought to you by the NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA. So those of you who streamed last week's game would know that NFHS, or whatever it is, but the FHSAA partners with them to bring streaming activity. So you won't hear anybody else streaming these football games during the course of the year unless you have purchased the rights from the FHSAA. So NFHS is the official provider of those streaming activities. So as we advance further into the playoffs, you may have that opportunity. Second down, Yulee from the 45-yard line of the Wildcats. Turner in the shotgun here. 1 back in the backfield, 2 receivers left and 2 to the right. 7-0. Wildcats still lead, but Yulee at the Wildcat 45 here to the 2nd down and 5. Handoff straight back to Thompson again, and Thompson's going to get hit by Phillip Jackson first. And Phillip Jackson, a guy that had a great game last week over at Sun Lake, comes through here. A yard loss on the play as he drops the running back at the 47-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd down and 5.
What a great push that time by Phillip Jackson. from that defensive tackle spot. He was in the backfield as soon as the running back got that handoff. And so 3rd and 5 here. Wildcats another chance to get off the field.
3rd down 5. 2 receivers to the left. Now they send the 3rd receiver from the left in motion. He comes to the backfield with Turner. Coach is signaling for a timeout. No. They're going to run the play. I thought he was calling for a timeout. 3rd down. He's going to get hit as he throws it. It's intercepted. Wildcats intercept the football running down the sideline. It's going to be a pick six. 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. I think that's number 15, Jackie, if I'm right. But you'll have to check the number for me. But the pass was picked around the 40-yard line. It's going to be a 60-yard interception return for the Wildcats. And it went the other way, and Turner was under pressure. I thought they were going to call a timeout on that play. It was 15. 15 for the Wildcats is Seth Chestnut, and Chestnut takes it back 60 yards for the Wildcat touchdown. I thought the coach was calling for a timeout. They weren't. The Wildcats had a blitz on, and they hit Turner as he threw it, and he had to throw it a little prematurely, and Chestnut read it all the way, takes it the other way for a touchdown, and the Cats are on top 13-0.
What a play by Seth Chestnut. He just completely baited Turner up, and you're right. That defensive front got some pressure on him, and he threw it well before he wanted to, and Chestnut was sitting back waiting.
Extra point is on the way from Blake Mays, and it's good. Wildcats with a 14-0 lead now over Yulee here in the first round of the 2022 2S quarterfinal game from Baker County. Jackie, take a moment and just talk about this for just a second, because I talked about it on the broadcast with Coach Mays Monday night. Want to thank Oscar Gray, those folks down there, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, all they do for us with our Wildcat Radio Coaches show. But talked about it with Coach Mays this past Monday night. You know, you go through those top 8 seeds that we've got. Bradford was number 1, Baldwin number 2, Wildcats number 3. We play Yulee, virtue of them being number 6. In the second round, though, Bradford being the number 1 seed, they play the winner of that 6-3 game. We would play the 2-7 game winner will play the Wildcats, which would be us in the 3-6. And then the 4-5 goes to play the 1-8, which would be Bradford, Crescent City, who they're playing tonight. So we get the winner of the Baldwin game. Baldwin, the team that you'll remember, won our district this year. Yulee also in our district. So if we were to win tonight and Baldwin wins, I think they're playing actually tomorrow, because they canceled their game tonight because of the storm that came in. If Baldwin wins and we win, we'll end up playing Baldwin next week, which would only be about a 10-minute ride.
Hey, I'm here for it. At this point, I've looked at everybody in the region, and nobody is any further than Vieira or Land O'Lakes, where we've gone already this year. So, but the Cats an opportunity. This could kind of be a revenge tour for the Wildcats, an opportunity to play Baldwin, who beat you in the regular season. And then if everything plays out, play that Bradford County team again in the game that got canceled there in the second quarter. Wildcats seem to be gelling here too, Mike, in the end of the season.
7-3 Wildcats taking on the 6-4 Yulee Hornets here. They're going to throw the football across the middle. Catch made. Little screen pass coming across the middle. And the receiver can't get away from the Wildcat there, who makes the tackle on the play. I think that was Cam Smith that was shading the receiver and comes across and makes the tackle. So they got a good completion to him, but only a 2-yard gain, and Cam Smith makes a nice tackle.
Yeah, I know. It was a great completion, and I thought, okay, that's a good 6 or 7 yard gain, but not 2 yards, like you said, and a good tackle by Cam Smith. So seeing a lot of these athletes playing both ways tonight, Mike, but it's playoff football, man.
Turner, the quarterback, in the gun, takes the snap, rolls to his right. He's under pressure over there. He threw it up for grabs, and a catch was made. The Wildcat cornerback just got his feet tangled up over there. The quarterback, Turner, just threw that up for grabs, and Dean had great position, but he tripped right before he went up to go up for the catch, and the receiver comes down with it at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you where all this started. The defensive front thought somebody from Yulee moved. Well, they all stand up pointing. Well, listen, guys, if he doesn't blow the whistle, you got to go. Turner had all day. We didn't bring any pressure at all.
You got to keep playing until you hear the whistle. Got to play to the whistle. First down, Yulee at the 42-yard line. Wildcats on defense here. Turner throws one across the middle. Catch made on the slant again. in front of Cam Smith. This time, though, 5-yard gain, maybe a 6-yard gain on first down.
I tell you what you don't want to do. You don't want Turner to get in the zone there. And I said that on the last play because we've been getting to him, Mike. He has been rattled in the pocket some. And on a deep pass like that, surely this Wildcat front would have got to him there.
And you remember that. He gets a little happy feet when he gets under a lot of pressure. The Wildcats did a nice job of that over at Yulee. See if we can do it again. There goes Holland. Holland blitzes into the backfield, hits Turner, and he threw the ball to the sideline. And there again, you dial up the pressure on him, he's going to get rid of it early, and we can stop him. 3rd down and 5 now coming up.
I'll tell you what, he's had nightmares of that number 13 since we played him over there. Orlando Holland had a big game that night, too, and has been all in Turner's face tonight to start this one.
8:38 to go, first half. Wildcats with a 14-0 lead over the Yulee Hornets here from Memorial Stadium, downtown McClenny, Florida. Mike Cruz, Jackie Baker bringing you all the action, 2022 Wildcat football. 3rd down play, they're going to fire it to the sideline, and Turner throws it over the head of the running back coming out of the backfield on the wheel route again. And they've gone to that wheel route a couple of times tonight, and it's not working.
No, he had him there. I'm going to tell you again, though, this defensive front for the Wildcats is just all over Turner as soon as he receives that snap, and that time was no different. He's having to throw the ball well before he wants to. So this defensive unit playing great tonight against the Yulee Hornet offense.
Josh Holmes drops all the way back to the 10-yard line to return the punt here. I think he needs to come up some. He's a little too far back. Punter's going to get it high in the air. Holmes is going to see it hit the ground because, telling you, it hits around the 17, and Holmes was way back there at the 10. I want to see him come up and try to return these things. I'm not sure if the coaches are telling him not to or not, but he takes a Yulee roll down to the 13-yard line. That's where we'll put it in play, 1st and 10.
All right, man, listen, I watch those guys in college every Saturday, and I get nervous when they climb under it and try to fair catch it, you know. But you're right. You go up and you catch that ball, you save yourself, I mean, probably 6 or 7 yards on that one, but could have been a lot more than that.
Yeah, in this case, not a ton of yards. I mean, it only rolled 5 or 6, like you said, but you take that chance, you know, if it rolls back to the 1-yard line, and you could have come up and caught it. But either way, 1st and 10, Cats from the 13-yard line. Blake Mays in the shotgun. Cam Smith back there with him. 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. You've got Holmes and Dean on this side. Now Dean goes in motion, takes the snap, gives the ball to Cam Smith, and Cam Smith's going to fight his way out across the 15, maybe the 16-yard line, a gain of 2.
Nothing doing that time for Cam Smith. Yulee sniffed it out from the get-go there.
8:01 and counting, under 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter of tonight's ball game. Been kind of fast moving here tonight. The Wildcats with a 14-0 lead in this first-round playoff game. I would give you some scores of some other games going on in the area, but like I told you, Baldwin's not going to play until tomorrow. Bradford will be playing tonight, but we wouldn't face the winner of that matchup until the 3rd round. So we're more interested in the Baldwin game. So if you get some time on your hands and you want to go see who the Wildcats may play, we got to win here tonight. But head over to Baldwin and watch that game tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't even know what time they're playing. I heard late last night that they had rescheduled it.
Yep. 3rd down now, 3rd down and 4. Wildcats going to run it with Cam Smith to the left side. Smith's got a hole, and he's going to burst ahead for the first down out across the 25-yard line to the 26. And that was really a much-needed first down for this Cat offense. We needed to move those chains, keep this clock running, and keep their defense on the field for a while.
Yeah, Cam Smith, a great job that time. Just a little stretch play, and he just kept working it until he saw a crease. And that initial burst of Cam Smith faster than anybody I've seen.
1st down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Handoff straight ahead for the Cats. Now this is a different back, and this is going to be number 2, Davion Dean, carrying the football. And you see there just how quickly Davion Dean can go from, 0 miles an hour up to top speed, and he gets across the 47-yard line. A huge gain there, first down play, and he almost broke it, Jackie.
My goodness, a shoestring tackle by a Yulee defender there.
Let's take a timeout. Let's take a 30-second timeout for the mid-quarter break here. We'll be back. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Since 1967, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has had the goal to acquire customers and maintain their complete satisfaction throughout the business relationship. Located in McClenny with almost 60 years of serving the McClenny area, excellence has been their hallmark. Did you know that now Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning also carries Amana products? Amana has been known since 1934 as having some of the most reliable and dependable heating and air conditioning systems in the business. If you're struggling with who to call for your air conditioning service, give them a call. Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546. That's 259-6546.
First down play for the Wildcats after the Davion Dean run and the mid-quarter timeout. Going to hand it off coming to the right side. Rashawn Raham's going to get his first carry of tonight's ball game, but Wildcats going to go backwards on this one. Maybe a 2-yard loss. It'll be second down and 12. Jackie, I'll go ahead and let you give some credit to these guys who put this box of ribs together. But I got to tell you, during the break, we had a chance to break open this box of ribs. And if I'm right, this is that old Lyman Greens barbecue sauce. Am I right?
You are absolutely right. Our friends Mike Luby and Jennifer Luby and Chris Griffiths, man, texted me tonight and said, got some leftover ribs, and you get a chance to eat some Luby's or some Lyman Greens barbecue, you're going to take it.
Second down carry. Davion Dean's going to get the carry again, and Dean, tough run out to the 48-yard line. He gets the 3 yards we lost back in another couple, so it's going to be third down and 8. Yeah, man, I got to tell you, you got to give Mike Luby a big high five from me, because I got to tell you, these ribs are fantastic.
Yeah, I got a pork sandwich yesterday from them over there, and they thought of me and said, man, we're going to take you and Mike some ribs.
Pump fake on the third down play, pass out to the right side. It's going to be incomplete. Blake Mays looking for his receiver, Cedric Larry, over here, and it falls to the ground harmlessly, and now we're going to have a fourth down and punt the football.
Flag on the far side, but I don't know what it is.
Well, it could be like illegal motion against us. They're signaling they're going to decline it. They threw the flag to the right side of the line judge, which is toward the Wildcats side of the line of scrimmage, but now they're going to talk about it. I tell you what, we got John Meadows on the scene back there at the studios, Jackie, over at Glen Baptist Church. He told us Bradford is ahead of Crescent City 13-0 in the first half, and the Baldwin game's at 6 p.m. tomorrow. So 6 p.m. if you want to ride over and watch Baldwin take on Palatka, winner of that game will play the winner of this game. So whoever wins this game will take on the winner of that game. Now, unfortunately for us, now we were able to get a home game tonight because the 6th seed, which is Yulee here tonight, was not a district champion. Well, next week, if Baldwin were to win that game, they would be the district champion coming from our district. Oh, that ball almost hit the Yulee player. Anyway, if Baldwin wins that game against Palatka, they would be the district champions, so they would host. Now, if Palatka were to win that football game, that means that we would have a chance to host, right, Jackie? Am I right?
That is correct. So after the first round, they do allow the district champion, no matter the seeding, the district champion hosts the game against a non-district champion. But after the first round, all bets are off, and the highest seed is going to host the game. So, yeah, if Palatka can squeak out a win over there in Baldwin, then we would host another playoff game next week. So
that'd be nice for us, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'll take a home playoff game.
Punt comes down inside the 15-yard line. That's where they're going to start it. First down and 10. Turner, the quarterback for Yulee, splits out 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. First down play from the shotgun. Turner, straight drop, fires one out to the right side. Tackle made right away. Catch made, tackle made. And no gain. Flag down in the backfield.
That's going to be holding back there, then you definitely got to take that. That's deep inside the 5.
Yeah, I mean, you take it backs them up inside the 5, but if you want to go ahead and decline it here, they've got second and 10. You think about it from this perspective, but it's not going to be against them. It's going to be a personal foul against the Wildcats. Another 15-yarder from us is going to give them the first down. But the thing I was going to say was that Yulee did win the toss tonight, Jackie. They deferred to the second half, which means they will get the ball to start this second half. So my thinking there was, hey, decline it and let's see if we can get the ball back here. But it doesn't matter because the penalty was on us. Out to the 30-yard line. Turner now in the shotgun. First down and 10. Turner looks across the middle, fires one. He's got a catch made. Out to the 45-yard line, and maybe Wildcats have to be careful there. You don't want to late hit. That was close.
That was very close.
But 15-yard gain is first down.
Yeah, first down after a 15-yard penalty there, and we talked about it in that first game. Wildcats were up 14-0, Mike, with 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Look how much time's left on the clock. 4.5 to go here in the second quarter. This Wildcat defense played great this whole first half. Let's not give up any freebies now.
In the shotgun, Turner, straight drop. Wildcats pressure, going to fire it out to the right side. He's got a catch made there across midfield. Forced out of bounds at the Wildcat 48-yard line. It'll be second down and 2. So, yeah, you're right. The Wildcats were seemingly in control of that game, and then you look up and it's tied at halftime. We had to come from behind. We were down 30-21. Late in that game, we come from behind to win it 31-30 on the road after we had a 14-0 lead. So, I got to tell you, man, you don't want deja vu here. Second down and 2 from the 48 of the Cats. Turner, straight drop. Fires it left side, got a catch made. Catch made at the 48. Case Foster is going to chase him down and make the tackle inbounds at the 40-yard line. So another first down for Yulee. As right now, just that underneath passing game, they're getting some big yardage.
Yeah, and I mean, we're just Wildcat defense in man-to-man. And that's just hard to follow a receiver all the way across the field, Mike. And as soon as he gets a step on you, you're in trouble. And the Wildcats are going to take a timeout here with 3:51 left to talk about it.
Bradford added that extra point to make it 14-0. So Jeremy Height taking care of us with some score updates, and John Meadows as well. So Jackie, let me just give you another one of these FHSAA promos here. Football fans, the best games are yet to be played. Make plans to attend the 2022 Florida High School Football State Championship games. The intense action takes place at Gene Cox Stadium in Tallahassee, December 8th through the 10th for classes 1M, 1R, 1S, and 2S. So that would be us. The old days, it used to be 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A. Not anymore.
W, X, Y, and Z. Where do they fit in?
So the other stadium, which is in Fort Lauderdale, is where they'll have some of the other playoffs. But either way, ours will be in Gene Cox Stadium in Tallahassee, December 8th through the 10th. So get out and watch some of those games and support the FHSAA. You can always go to FHSAA.com for more information. 3:51 to go in the half. The Cats on top 14-0. Yulee has the football, first down and 10 from the Wildcats 40. And to me, this is their most serious threat of the night.
For sure.
From the 40-yard line, Turner, only because they seem to be more crisp on this drive. Early on, they were deeper in our territory early, but they weren't as crisp. First down play from the 40. Turner takes the snap, throws to the right. Tackle's going to be made right away. Derek Major came up, read it all the way, and he's going to drop the receiver for a loss. Be second down and 11. Derek Major was there right as the catch was made.
And I'm going to tell you, we called that timeout. We went back to that earlier defensive formation where Orlando Holland is coming in from that middle linebacker spot and dropping more Wildcat defenders in coverage here. And Turner had to get rid of that one quickly.
Second down 11. Turner in the gun. 3:19 to go here in the half. Did you keep Mike Luby's phone number? We want to find out if they sell that barbecue sauce, Jackie.
I'm sure.
If they do, I need some. Second down 11 from the 41-yard line. Now you're going to get, late in the play clock, you're going to get a timeout from Yulee as they were crisp on this drive until that last play, and now Coach wants to talk about it. 2:58 to go in the half. Yulee trails the Wildcats 14-0. Let's keep it here, Jackie. Coming up at the halftime break, we will have our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report. A lot to talk about. Jackie, I told you last week at the halftime that if things went the way that I thought they were going to go, 3 of the top 4 in the college football playoffs could lose. Did they?
They did.
They did. Georgia, Tennessee, somebody was going to lose that game. Tennessee was out. LSU, last second 2-point conversion, or in overtime, they made the decision to go for 2. Got the win against Alabama. When's the last time Alabama lost 2 regular season games?
I thought the same thing.
The other game, I told you, Clemson was in for it. They were headed up to Notre Dame to take on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, and I told you Clemson was in for it. They did. 35-14. They took it on the chin. So 3 of the top 4 teams last week lost. Georgia, the only one that stayed in there. So Georgia now clearly the unanimous number 1. We'll talk about what happens from here during the halftime break. Tim Wilder kind of stretching his neck out there a little bit more. Second down, 11. Catch made across the middle. Davion Dean's going to make the tackle, but not before the receiver for Yulee is going to get a first down inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that was a good passing catch. I thought Davion Dean was going to get a hand in there and break that one up, but big receiver Jai Thompson able to put those big paws on it and reel it in.
First down and 10 now from the 28-yard line. Clock running under 2:30 to go in the half. Catch made. That's number 10. Told you to watch out for him as he's going to catch the ball and get inside the 20. Rylan Hale, he's the number 10. He plays tight end. They used him in that Wildcat formation. We've only seen him now once tonight, though, and now second time he makes the catch. Second down and 2 from the 20-yard line. Clock's going to go under 2 minutes to play here in the quarter on this play. Turner throws it to the right side. Again, Derek Major comes up, reads that same play, makes the tackle. Clock's going to continue to run, and it's going to be third down. They lost another yard. Third down and 3. Early in the game, they had a chance on fourth down and 3. They could have kicked it around the 32-yard field goal. They chose not to. They went for it. This time, you're thinking, Yulee, if they don't get it on third down, they've got to get some points, don't they? Don't you think?
You would think.
Fourth down play here, or third down play. Third down and call it 3. They pass it down the right sideline. The receiver came free, and he dropped the football. Receiver came free. He got free around the 5-yard line. The pass was on the money. Put his hands up. It hit him in a bad spot, though, Jackie, right in the hand.
Oh, my goodness. Wildcats catch a huge break there. And I tell you, I was just about to say, we've been letting those slant passes go, Mike. And I'm thinking, you got safety help over the top. Jump that slant. Or that time they threw one over the top, and the safety wasn't there. So, huge break there by the Wildcat defense.
Coach was listening to me this time, Jackie. He said we got to try at least and get some points here before halftime. They're going to set it down at the 28. This will be a 38-yard field goal from the right hash. The snap is set down. The kick is blocked. Orlando Holland, among others, got in there. The Wildcats are running it back on the far sideline, and there's going to be a late hit out of bounds. The Cats are going to get 15 yards, move this thing up to around the 40, and we'll have a chance with 120 to do something with the ball. Block the field goal. 38-yard attempt, no good. Now, Yulee's had 2 possessions deep in Wildcat territory, and they have nothing to show for it.
Yeah, I tell you, and I listen, with a minute 20 and 2 timeouts here, about to tack on a 15-yard penalty, Coach Kevin Mays may be thinking, let's give it a shot.
Yeah, the return man for the Wildcats was trying to take that kick back the other way. He was hit out of bounds on the far sideline. That should be late hit out of bounds against Yulee, which would take the ball from the 27 out to around the 42. And let's see. After the play, dead ball, personal foul. They're marking it off, and it's going to be all the way out to the 42-yard line. Exactly what we said. Imagine that.
Almost like you knew what you were talking about.
First down and 10 now, Cats. Like you said, a minute and 20 to go. We've got 2 timeouts. It'd be nice if we could go and try to make something happen here, get another score on the board, and really put Yulee in a pressure situation. Timeout, Cats. We use one before we even start running plays here. Why, Jackie? Why?
I tell you, he may be thinking, I was up 14-0 last time, and I tried to pour it on there before, and next thing I know, it was 14-14. So,
well, my memory's not photographic anymore, Jackie, the older I get. But if I recall correctly, we turned the ball over several times on the fumble, the snap, we had some situations with the snap over there. There were some things happening on a punt. I think we turned one over.
We threw. I can just tell you before going into halftime, with 4.5 minutes left, up 14-0. We threw an interception deep in our own territory. They returned inside the 5, punched it in the next play. We went out, went fast, and had a quick 3 and out, and we rolled the ball between Blake Mays' legs back there. They recovered inside the 10 and punched it in again. And before we knew it, our heads were spinning at a 14-14 game at halftime. Then it turned into a dogfight in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. And they had a 9-point lead late. So if we could just avoid those big mistakes and try to get on top here, we could do it. If we had a guy there wide open, Blake Mays didn't see him, takes off, though, and picks up a first down out across midfield to the 49. Davion Dean came free, and if Mays would have seen him, we had a home run touchdown over the middle. But he does pick up, he picks up 9, so it's going to be 2nd and 1 from the 49 of Yulee, 1:12 to go in the half.
Yeah, I think Blake saw that safety sitting in the middle of the field and didn't want to make a mistake there.
2nd down and 1, 1:12 to go in the half. Going to hand it off Cam Smith. He's got the first down, and Cam Smith's going to fight his way inside the 45 down to around the 44-yard line, and we'll have a first down there. Wildcats going to try to hurry this play. Once they set the chains, it's going to be a first down, Jackie, but the clock's going to start to move. From the 43-yard line, first down and 10. Mays, straight drop to throw. He's going to be under pressure. Now Mays reverses his field, looks downfield, fires one in the middle, and a catch is made. Mosley, I think, makes the catch in the middle of the field, but we've got to hurry. Josh Holmes on the catch.
Blake Mays running for his life back there. Needs to settle in here. If you don't see it, throw it out of bounds.
2nd down play, 32 seconds and counting on the clock. Dean in motion. They take the snap, give it to Cam Smith, and he's hitting the backfield. And Cam Smith trying to fight his way out of there, and he's going to get slung down in the backfield, and we'll have to call our last timeout. Wildcat fans not happy with us on that. That's just, we let a lot of time click off the clock there, Jack.
No, you're right, but I can tell you they were equally not as happy when we threw an interception last time we played Yulee. So.
Don't be so defensive.
I'm with you. I'm with you. The fan in me wants to say, what are we doing? Call a timeout, run the play. Don't hand it off to Cam Smith, but again, the coach in me's going, I remember what happened last time. Let's get a little conservative and keep this lead going into halftime, not to make it worse.
The fan in me says, I wonder if anybody's got any wet wipes down there because I'm in these ribs. I'll tell you something. They are good. These things are fantastic. I hope Mike Luby's listening so he can remind me where to get some of that sauce at. Wildcats, after the timeout, are going to have 22 seconds left on the clock. The ball is at the 37 of Yulee. We've got a 14-0 lead, and it's 3rd down and 4. So the most important thing is you got to get the first down, but then after that, you got to hurry. Davion Dean checks in there at quarterback. Davion Dean's going to throw one to the right side. He's got a man, a catch made. Catch is made inside the 20. Silas Roden came over and made a good catch. As they're going to have to hurry. 14 seconds, they're going to set the chains. Wildcats will be 1st and 10, and the clock's running. Got to hurry. Mays takes the snap, and he's going to spike it. So we'll get the clock stopped with 9 seconds left. If nothing else, Jackie, that pass completion from Davion Dean to Silas Roden is going to give us a chance to take a 3-score lead into halftime because we are in field goal range.
And that's what they're going to do right now, Mike. Almost like you got a headset on.
I mean, it's almost like I'm in the huddle. I mean, what is going on? Davion Dean's going to hold this when he's going to set it down at the 22. It'll be a 32-yard attempt. Distance should be no problem as long as they can get a clean snap here. Blake Mays has kicked a field goal of 47 yards this year, so a 32-yarder is like butter.
They can't ice the ice, man.
Yeah, now they call a timeout to ice him. But the key here in high school football and, some of that college football, you got to get the snap. Get the snap back, get the hold set down, and the kick, this is a place Blake likes to kick from. He likes to kick from that hash coming down this end, looking into the east end zone here.
And you think you're icing him. Well, listen, this dude plays quarterback, wide receiver, field goal kicker, and punter. He doesn't have time to think about what's going on right now.
He's like, oh, you called timeout? Okay.
Okay.
Let me walk over here.
I might throw a touchdown. I might run one.
So that was that pass play. Davion Dean checked in there for one pass play. He gets it caught down there by Silas Road and a good, sure-handed catch inside the 20. They say, hey, let's don't play around. Let's go ahead and try to tack 3 on here with 9 seconds to go. The snap was a high one, and Blake Mays got it blocked. The snap was high. Davion Dean had to go up and get it, and they had a defensive end that came off the corner, and it just takes that long, Jackie.
That's it.
The snap was high. They had to go up and get it. By the time he got it put down, Yulee was there, got the block, and so we won't add 3. And with 4 seconds to go in the half, it's going to be 14-0 going to the locker room.
Oh, goodness gracious, Mike. You love to put those daggone points on the board.
Well, I told you.
He did.
It comes down to the snap. You've got to have a clean snap, good hold there. Davion Dean did everything he could. He went up and got it back down, but by that time, it's only a split second, but that extra split second allowed them to get a guy in the backfield, and now they're going to take a knee to end the half. So good half for the Wildcats. They had a chance with the extra 3 there at the end. Didn't quite get it done, but the Wildcats are going to take a 14-0 lead here into the halftime locker room against the Yulee Hornets. The Wildcats 14, Yulee nothing, and we're at halftime. So Jackie, Yulee will get the ball to start the second half, trailing the Wildcats 14-0, and we'll be back with our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report. We're going to take about a 5-minute timeout here, Jackie, let everybody kind of catch their breath and move on, and we'll come back and talk the first half of tonight's game. We'll talk about the keys to the second half, and then we'll talk some other things around the area, some college football of interest, maybe, and then whatever else you want to talk about. We'll do that in just a moment. You're listening to the 2022 FHSAA 2S quarterfinal here from Memorial Stadium, and you're listening live on WFBB.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate. Call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
We live in the small towns of North Florida, and we deserve only the finest in healthcare. We're fortunate to have that right here in McClenny at Ed Frazier Memorial Hospital. Here, we receive personalized treatment options that focus on wellness. It's reassuring to know that our doctors are just as qualified as larger hospitals, and our medical technology is the best available. Ed Frazier Memorial Hospital at Baker County Medical Services. The best part? They treat you like family.
The Glen Baptist Church Ladies Ministry is excited to welcome Lauren Johnson as the guest speaker for our 2023 Ladies Retreat, titled Rhythm of Grace. Our lives can get out of rhythm with all the demands placed on us, so join us to learn how to get back into a joyful rhythm with God's help. This 2-day event will be held at Glen Baptist Church, located in Glen St. Mary, and starts Friday, January 27th at 6 p.m. There will be food trucks and fellowship, followed by our opening session. This event is open to all ladies 9th grade and up. Clear your weekend, ladies, and tell your friends and family. We have been praying for big things from a big God. Registration for the weekend is only $25 and includes a voucher for free donuts to be redeemed Saturday morning, a t-shirt, and a box lunch on Saturday. So head over to our Facebook page at Glen Baptist Church and get signed up today. Registration ends January 12, 2023. We look forward to seeing you embrace God's rhythm of grace for your life at this very special ladies event.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
Hi, this is Larry Berkins of Berkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Berkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Berkins at Berkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BerkinsChevy.com.
Did you know that walking just 10,000 steps a day helps keep you healthy? And it's easy. 20 minutes of grocery shopping is 1,600 steps. Daily housework is 270. Taking a half-hour walk during lunch, around 4,000 steps. You can see how this adds up. 10,000 steps will find you a healthy weight and even reduce your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and stroke. Feeling healthier starts with the first step. A message from the Florida Department of Health.
Since 1967, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has had the goal to acquire customers and maintain their complete satisfaction throughout the business relationship. Located in McClenny with almost 60 years of serving the McClenny area, excellence has been their hallmark. Did you know that now Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning also carries Amana products? Amana has been known since 1934 as having some of the most reliable and dependable heating and air conditioning systems in the business. If you're struggling with who to call for your air conditioning service, give them a call. Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546. That's 259-6546. Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
And we welcome you back here to Memorial Stadium. We welcome you into the Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report. Wildcats of Baker County 2022 Baker County Wildcat football here from Memorial Stadium, taking on the Yulee Hornets in the first round of the state playoffs. Wildcats 14 and Yulee nothing here at halftime. So far, so good, Jack.
Yeah, I mean, the Wildcats doing everything they need to do so far tonight. I felt like the offense had a couple missed opportunities, Mike, had a couple drives there we put together and just kind of fell apart. I mean, nothing really bad happened, a couple penalties here and there, but Yulee making some adjustments there to slow that Wildcat offense down, and defensively, I mean, my goodness, we haven't let Yulee on our side of the field very often, and the couple times they were down there, they've come away with no points. This Wildcat defense just playing excellent football tonight.
Excellent defense, and they have been playing defense like that over the second half of the football season, Jackie. The Wildcat defense really turned it up, you know, and we called Orlando Holland's name all year long. We called some of these guys. We got a big interception tonight from Seth Chestnut, number 15. Derek Majors played well tonight. Phillip Jackson, another guy we called last week. You got to tip your cap to some of these young guys we've had on that side of the ball all year long. Davion Dean in coverage out there on the corner. Case Foster coming in. Kel Cruz, what a year he's had. You know, had to miss a couple of games back when he was sick. I think the Yulee game was one of the games that Kel Cruz missed. Having him back in there tonight, big help for this Wildcat team. I tell you, the defense, you got to tip your cap to what they've done. Offense, you know, it's either explosive or it bogs down, you know. And, listen, you're playing against a good football team here. Yulee's a 6-4 team. They've got some really good athletes on that side of the ball. But you'd like to see that offense be able to sustain a really good clock-running drive here in the second half. Punch it in, get a 3-score lead in this game. We had a chance there to get 3 scores. We had the field goal block. But if we can stop them here, they're going to get the ball to start the second half. If we're able to stop them, you know, we can sustain some sort of drive, get up 3 scores. I think the Wildcats will be in good shape.
Yeah, and again, I mean, nothing really doing there for the Yulee offense. A couple times we went back to our more traditional look with Orlando Holland playing defensive end, you know, Case Foster in the game at linebacker. And they spread us back out and used their speed against us on those short, shallow crossing routes. Coach Mays called a timeout. We went back to Orlando Holland in the middle of the field, dropping people back in coverage, and ended up getting a stop on that drive defensively. So we've kind of got their number right now. You just got to go out and continue to play Wildcat football.
Jackie, let's turn it toward tomorrow. Let's talk a little bit of college football. We talked about those 3 of the top 4 that could lose last week. They did. Clemson went out. Alabama went out. Tennessee went out. You know, Tennessee, they were getting all the love. They went up there between the hedges, and Georgia said, "Nah, probably not going to happen this year." Well, same thing happened with Clemson going up to Notre Dame. You know, this is the first time in the college football playoff era, the first time that did you know, Jackie, this is the first time that Alabama and Clemson have not been in the college football playoff. First time it's happened.
Wow. I mean, I tell you talked about it earlier, you know, a 2-loss Alabama team. I think in a regular season, a 2-loss Alabama team, you'd have to go back to good ways to find that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, regular season-wise, you know, Nick Saban took over, I want to say, 2006. That first year he had was the only year that he really struggled, you know. They lost to a Florida State team that first year that Nick Saban was there. They played down here in Jacksonville, down in the Jaguar Stadium that year. Florida State won that football game. It was a good ball game, but Florida State beat them that year, and Ever since then, though, after that first year, there was no looking back for Nick Saban and what he's done. Do you think Kirby Smart's building the same thing in Georgia?
Oh, for sure. I mean, you can tell where it starts is the recruiting trail, Mike. You win the recruiting trail, and you've seen Kirby Smart come in and do that, and now it's all starting to click, and those guys are getting on the field. If you got the best players, it doesn't take much coaching.
So Alabama, Lane Kiffin tomorrow, the marquee game in the SEC tomorrow. Key game right here. Ole Miss hosting Alabama. Lane Kiffin, Alabama's favored. They're favored by 2 touchdowns in this game, but Lane Kiffin hosting Alabama on a year that they've lost 2 games more than they have. Can Nick Saban rebound and get this team fired up about going to Ole Miss, or does Alabama kind of lay down the rest of the year now?
I've never seen a Nick Saban coach team just lay down and take it, Mike. So Lane Kiffin has done a great job with that Ole Miss team. Was undefeated there the first part of the season. But, man, what a task he's going to have to overcome a motivated Alabama team.
Yeah, lay down is probably the wrong use of words there for me. I don't expect them to lay down, but a team that really doesn't know how to win like some of the other Alabama teams, are they going to be able to go on the road and get that win in a hostile environment? You know, at 3:30 tomorrow at Ole Miss, they're going to want to take Alabama down, and you know that they can sense it a little bit, Lane Kiffin will come up with a game plan, I'm assuring you. In the first half, it'll be exciting. I think Alabama will probably pull away in the second half. But Ole Miss, 8-1 sitting there, and they're still thinking, hey, we're on the outside looking in right now, but a lot of these teams are losing. You could end up with 2 lost teams in the college football playoff. Jackie, a couple of local games. Florida State's going to go to Syracuse tomorrow. We're going to end up with this whole coming down the wire. It's going to be FSU and Florida in a few weeks. But, Jackie, Florida hosting tomorrow, 4 o'clock ball game. South Carolina, the Gamecocks come in. This is one of those years when you just look at Florida and you say, hey, you're sitting there, you're 5-4 on the year. If you win out, you just win out. You end the season 8-4, and probably people are excited. You got a good recruiting class coming in next year. This is one of those games that can knock you off that target, though. South Carolina coming in, they don't have a lot to play for. Clearly, South Carolina is probably, I would say this. I think Florida's probably a more talented team than South Carolina. But South Carolina is a team that can cause Florida some problems. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you're absolutely right, too, Mike. 8-4 is a successful season for Billy Napier in his first year in the SEC and Power 5 football. Things are trending up for Florida right now on the recruiting trail. Big flip commitment last night, early this morning. Quarterback for that 23 class. So that moves Florida to number 8. In recruiting, you don't want to see that momentum stop now, So you went out, you go 8-4, a couple good wins under your belt, then I would think that would be a good year.
Well, you're going to see, though, a lot of these guys on this Florida roster right now, you're going to see 8 to 10, maybe 12 of these guys in the transfer portal leaving. You're going to see the new guys coming in. So that attrition and that churn, you're hoping the right guys stay to go along with these new guys you're bringing in and make big things. But if they can finish off 8-4, that means they got to beat FSU in Tallahassee. I'm not saying that's going to happen. We'll call that game in a couple of weeks. But Gators need to win that game tomorrow, Jackie. I'm just going to tell you, if they want to keep building this program, they want Napier's first year to be looked at as halfway successful, you got to win against South Carolina tomorrow.
Oh, for sure. That's definitely a must-win game.
Wildcats going to come back out here in just a moment. Want to thank Jack Baker and Justin Webb, local Farm Bureau agents here. 259-6332. 332. Yep. I had to make sure I got it right. 259-6332. Hey, want to take a moment though. Appreciate Jack and Justin in this halftime show each year. Want to thank all our sponsors real fast. Wildcat Tim Hughes, want to give him a big shout out. I already talked about Oscar Gray, dependable heating and air conditioning. Wildcat Tim Hughes, he owns American Recycling out there on Woodlawn Road. You get out there and see Tim. If you're one of them guys that like to, get those black garbage bags full of aluminum cans, take them out there to Tim. Not only that, just any of that scrap you got laying around in the garage, in the backyard, take it out there and let's see if Tim can give you $10 or $15 for it. You never know. You never know what you have, You might have some aluminum sitting out there, and aluminum maybe pays more, some old chrome rims or something sitting around, they might pay some money. You got an old washing machine sitting out there you want to get rid of? Take it out there and see Tim at American Recycling. Hope you're doing well, Tim Hughes. Want to thank Sabrina Thrift down there, Dual State Real Estate. All that they do for Wildcat football. Larry Birkins, we mentioned earlier. We've already mentioned Baker County Farm Bureau, and we mentioned our buddy Oscar Gray. Also, Jackie, just want to mention Robbie and the folks down there at Tailored Healthcare.
Hey, a huge shout-out to Tailored Healthcare, and my friend Robert Lancaster fed the boys the pregame meal today.
Okay.
Got them some steak from down there at Smokehouse. That was some nice thick ribeyes down there. You guys feasting like kings.
Well, you know that I know Robbie, and you know Robbie, but I didn't get a call for steaks today. Was there some reason?
Well, I put him on the spot.
Oh, okay.
But, hey, he came through. It didn't take anything but a phone call.
Well, at Tailored Healthcare, Jackie, the only thing they like more than seeing the Wildcats win on the field is seeing their patients have success. I've told you all year long, they're taking new patients down there at Tailored Healthcare. I'm hoping some of you have heard this commercial and have called down there, 259-5929. It's 259-5929. They're accepting new patients now. They want you to give them a call. They will tailor your health care to meet your needs, and they do take insurance. You know, they handle primary care, weight loss, hormone replacement, all that, and they're accepting new patients now. 259-5929. Tailored Healthcare, and you already said it, that's Robert Lancaster. They're a new sponsor here this year on Wildcat Radio. I want to thank all those sponsors that make it possible each and every week, and we did that during our Farm Bureau halftime report, but I did that by design. I want to give them all a big shout out. And if the Wildcats win here tonight, we'll have another we'll have another Oscar Gray Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning Coaches Show Monday night. And you can hear it right here on 97.5 WFBB on Monday night at 7. You can also catch it during the week if you just look up the WFBB Facebook page. You can find a recording of that. And then next Friday, if we are successful and win this game, it'll play an hour before the broadcast next week. So several different ways to hear that coaches show. Hopefully you guys are learning that by now, and you've had a chance to go back and hear some of the things we talk about. Blake Mays gets his foot into it to open the second half. The Yulee return man has to scramble up to it and knock it out of bounds. The Wildcats almost got down there and recovered a fumble, but it's going to be Yulee football, 1st and 10 from their own 20.
I'm going to tell you what, though, that's a heads-up play by that Yulee kickoff return man there to just knock that. He bobbled it and a little and it laid on the ground there. Most high school kids are going to try to recover it or at least jump on it. He knew what to do and just swatted it out of bounds with a Wildcat defender bearing down on him.
1st down and 10 for Yulee. They trail the Wildcats 14-0. I saw that Bradford score a while ago. It looked like Bradford was ahead pretty sizably, 34-0 in that football game against Crescent City. So Bradford looking like they're going to head to round 2. Here you go, 1st down handoff off the left tackle. Yulee running back's going to get 11 yards and out near the 31-yard line on a 1st down.
Here's what you don't want to do if you're this Wildcat team. This game's far from over, Mike. A whole another half of football to play here.
Absolutely. A lot of football left. You're right. Yulee, they didn't score fast in the first half, but they do have the ability to score the football. 1st down 10, they're going to run to the right side, but the Wildcat defense does a nice job here. Cale Cruz, Tucker Thrift over there. Cale Cruz forced him inside. Tucker Thrift took him down. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, great job by those two guys. Again, talked about it all season, just a young group on the defensive side of the football, and they have really come together here at the end of the season.
2nd down 10 coming up for Yulee. Wildcats 14, Yulee nothing. 11 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Snap back to Turner, straight drop. He's going to find his man across the middle. That's the guy I was telling you about, Hale, number 10. I tell you what, he's a player, and last time we played Yulee over there at their place, he came alive in the second half, and he gets a big 1st down catch here to start this second half.
Yeah, big kid. That time, Cale Cruz hits him on the completion, and he's able to just keep his feet.
At the 44-yard line now, Yulee a couple of 1st downs to start this second half. Pass out here to the left side, looking for Hale again. He makes the catch, and he tries to shake the tackle. Cale Cruz comes back to wrap him up eventually with Chestnut and Makai Mosley, but it took 3 Wildcats to bring him down over here.
Yeah, you got to make sure you wrap him up on that first initial hit there. Again, just a big, strong player. And that time, our host, the Wildcats, able to finally bring him down.
2nd down and 6 now after the 4-yard gain for the Hornets on 1st down. From the 47-yard line, Turner in the shotgun, passes down the left sideline, and it's going to be out of bounds behind the receiver. He was looking for a receiver. Cale Cruz had good coverage. Turner had to throw it out of bounds. One thing we do know is Turner will get errant if we get some pressure on him.
Oh, no doubt about it. He is tired of getting hit already tonight, and you called it that time, looking for the deep ball, and Cale Cruz in excellent position, but that Wildcat front all in Turner's face.
3rd down play now coming up. Key play of the drive here. Yulee came out, got a couple of first downs, moving towards midfield, but now on 3rd down and 7, the Cats can get their offense off the field. 3rd down, Turner in the shotgun. They've got one receiver to the left, now 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. They got to hurry. 2 on the play clock. Snap back to Turner with 1 on the play clock. Fires left side. It's going to be incomplete. Makai Mosley completely cut the receiver off from having any chance of that play, and the Wildcats have stopped them after a couple of first downs. We're going to force them to punt.
Yeah, a great series that time by that Wildcat defense. Cale Cruz and Makai Mosley on the right side there in coverage, and just kind of a little pass off. Cale Cruz passes his man to Makai Mosley, and Makai plays it perfectly, and Turner nowhere to go with the football.
Jackie, you heard anything back on that Luby's barbecue sauce yet?
No. I got you. Let me get on the horn.
Yulee going to punt it away from right at midfield. High punt. Holmes is going to let it hit around the 20, and it's going to take a Yulee roll down to the 13-yard line. And again, we'll take it 1st down and 10 from the 13-yard line. So Wildcats now, our first chance with the football in the second half, a 14-0 lead, and looking good so far. Cats need to sustain that drive. I told you, Jackie, if we could stop them, get them off the field here, first possession of the second half, could we sustain a drive, get a 3-score lead, and go from there? That's kind of what I want to see happen now. 1st down and 10 from the 13-yard line. Mays in the shotgun, sends Davion Dean in motion, going to hand the ball inside Cam Smith. Cam Smith fights his way out near the 16-yard line, maybe a 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Cam Smith trying to find that cutback lane, Mike, and just not much doing in the teeth of that Yulee defense.
He ended up with 4 yards out there near the 17-yard line. 2nd down, call it 6. Blake Mays in the shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. Toss sweep left side going to Cam Smith. Cam Smith's got the 15. He's out to the 18-yard line. He's out across 1st down yardage and gets out of bounds up ahead of the 20-yard line. A good kind of slow developing run there for Cam Smith, but what a nice 1st down run.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times, Mike, once on the stretch play and this time on a toss sweep play, just letting Cam Smith use the whole width of the field there and just pick his way through. And when he sees a crease, again, that initial burst, good first step by Cam Smith and picks up a Wildcat 1st down.
8:56 to go, 3rd quarter. Wildcats on top, 14-0 with the football and a 1st down. Inside handoff this time is going to be stuffed by that Yulee front line. That was Holmes. He took the carry inside trying to find a crease. He's going to lose 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, not much doing in that time. That's what you don't want to do when you're having a lot of success on the ground.
Yeah.
Don't want to give up yardage on 1st down.
2nd down, 12 from the 27-yard line. Blake Mays takes it. He runs the little zone read play, takes it up the middle, takes the handoff to Cam Smith coming this side, and Mays picked up 3 yards, but it's going to be 3rd down and 9 now. The Cats really wanted to get a long drive going here and move this thing up the field, but now you're sitting here facing 3rd down. We'll call it 6, 7 yards. He got a couple of yards back that time, but still big 3rd down here. The Cats need keep the chains moving. 7:55 to go, 3rd quarter. Mays in the gun, 2 receivers to the right. Holmes and Roden to the right side. Davion Dean is on the left side. Snap back. It's going to be Cam Smith, and Cam Smith fights his way out. They're going to say fumble. Cam Smith put the ball on the ground, and Yulee's got a fumble inside Wildcat territory back to the 36-yard line. And that's the first real big turnover of the game against the Wildcats. We did get an interception against them earlier in the game, but now the Wildcats put it on the ground, and Yulee's going to get it inside Wildcat territory at the 36-yard line.
Oh, goodness. Not where you don't ever want a turnover, but you definitely don't want it deep in your territory halfway through this third quarter here, and that's the first big mistake by this Wildcat offense tonight. I thought Cam Smith had a little crease there, Mike.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
And thought he was about to spring loose. And
well, the bad thing is, Jackie, he would have had the first down. You know, he was right at the first down marker, and somebody got a hand in there, forced that fumble out, or the Wildcats would have had a first down. Instead, Yulee's got it first down and 10 from the Wildcat 36. First play, Turner's got to scramble out of there, and he's going to slide down at the 33-yard line. He was under pressure again, and you saw him. He got those happy feet, Jackie. He's able to scramble out for 3 yards, but that's it.
Yeah, I think it was Seth Chestnut and Mekhi Mosley in coverage there. Turner thought he had the quick slant on his receiver, and Seth Chestnut stepped right in the way. Already a pick six on the night. Turner said, no, thank you.
Second down now. Turner is just going to run a straight bootleg play. Flag comes in from the white hat in the back here. Wildcats stuffed him here, but flag down on the play. It would be third down and 7, but we're going to have to check the flag here. It's going to be holding against Yulee. We're going to take looks like we're going to take the penalty.
Yeah, Coach May signaling to move him back.
Would have been third down and 7 from there, but with the holding penalty, they're going to get second down over, but it's going to be about second and 20.
Yeah, second and 20 here, and move them well out of field goal range. So, Coach Mays, a lot of confidence in this defense to stay out there and get a stop here. Yulee going to spread it out again. Orlando Holland back at that traditional defensive end spot with Seth Chestnut in the middle of the field. Keeping an eye on Turner.
Second down, call it 20. Turner in the gun. Where's this receiver going? He went to the wrong sideline. No. Comes back. Second down play. Second and 20. They fire it deep down the sideline. The receiver went high in the air. It's going to be incomplete. Good coverage by the Wildcats over there, but now they got third and 20.
Yeah, great coverage that time. Looked like Derek Major over there, along with Davion Dean. Turner just lost one up. Derek Major from that safety spot comes over able to knock it down. So third and 18 situation here.
Mm-hmm. You did good tonight, Jack.
I appreciate that. I wish I had anything to do with it.
You did good, man. Third down, 18. Turner in the gun. Orlando Holland's coming after him now. 52 giving chase on the far sideline. It's going to be incomplete down the field. And the Wildcats are going to force another fourth down here, as that was Jeremiah Mitchell chasing down the quarterback along with Holland, forces the incompletion.
Yeah, and that's what it'll do for you. A player like Orlando Holland, who gets all the attention right there. Orlando Holland drawing the double team allows Jeremiah Mitchell to make Turner scramble out of the pocket that time, and we've talked about it all night. He is not like that. Scrambles out, errant throw, and the Wildcats going to force a punt here.
Fourth down play now. Wildcats will send Holmes back to the 10-yard line, and now a flag down before the play. This is going to be offsides against the Cats. Either that or we got too many on the field. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's offsides. They called Mosley offsides. Luckily, they needed 18, so now they just need 13.
Watch the fake.
Well, it is down to the 39 of the Cats now. I don't think they'll fake it from here, but the good news is the Wildcats able to sustain the turnover, Jackie. You know, after we turned it over there, they had it at the 34-yard line. Well, instead of them getting any yardage, we made them lose yardage. So the good news is after the turnover, we shut them down basically. 6:11 to go here in the third quarter. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. The Wildcats on top 14-0. You're listening to the 2022 FHSAA State Playoffs right here on WFBB.
Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332. Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
I am running.
And we welcome you back here to Memorial Stadium, downtown McClenny, Florida. Blake Mays takes the snap. Going to swing a little screen pass out here to Cam Smith. He's got the ball across the 15. Going to get a flag down. Going to get holding on the receiver on the edge here, Jackie. I don't know if it was holding or not, but seems like just about every time you get that edge play, we're getting a holding called out there.
I think they were so focused on the holding call, they missed the face mask on Cam Smith. I did not think that was holding. Davion Dean out there doing a great job. Yeah. Cam Smith just trying to set up a block.
Looked like they were just locked up, right? I mean, neither guy is moving either way, but and it's going to be face mask against Yulee. So I think they got the call right. What you think?
I did see that. Thought he missed it.
Nah, man, they got it. They were Johnny on the spot. Second down play coming up now for the Cats. Second down and 2 from the 21-yard line. 14-0. The Wildcats still on top. I got in trouble earlier because I guess we didn't say the score in a while.
Nope.
So sorry. I'll make sure that the folks out there hear the score. 14-0.
Not a lot that.
14-0. Handoff inside. Cam Smith. Not a lot doing there. Just needed to get the ball out to the 23-yard line for a first down, but couldn't get it. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
No, and I don't know exactly what's happening. A lot of success on that play in the first half, Mike, and now Yulee all over it. Every time we run that read option, Blake Mays doing a good job of reading it. Defensive end staying home, but Cam Smith can't find a hole.
Try it again. Cam Smith gets upended right there at the 22-yard line, and that's not going to get it. It looked like a hole opened up, but he got tripped up before he could get back to the line of scrimmage, and I think he's basically no gain. He needed to get the 23. The ball's at the 22. But they're going to give him a first down. What do you think? I didn't even think he gained a yard.
The only way he did was he fell forward when he got tripped. But a pretty gracious spot that time for the Wildcat offense. I thought they would at least measure.
I did too. It was a good spot, but we'll take it either way. First down and 10. 4:13 to go. Jackie got a couple of shout-outs I want to give here as we get down toward the end of this third quarter. Fast-moving third quarter. Seems like the half just ended. Now you're going to get a delay of game. You hear it from the Cat fans down here. Not happy about that. A bunch of coaches in the staff.
We got the greatest coaching staff in the country.
We've always had a bunch of coaches in the stands. It always made me wonder, why they aren't all on the sideline. First down now, call it first down 16. Mays straight drop. We're trying to set up a screen, and that was dangerous as Yulee had it defended well. We're going to get a holding call. I think we're just going to be marching backwards here on this possession, Jackie, unfortunately.
Yeah, nothing doing that time. We've talked about this for 2 seasons now. We used to run the screen to perfection.
Yeah.
And now we can't complete a screen pass for the last 2 seasons to save our lives.
Well, we had an illegal man downfield. That's one penalty. So they're going to mark it off from the 16-yard line all the way back to the 11. So it's going to be first down again, Jackie, but it's going to be first down and call it 22 maybe. Ooh. We need to get it all the way out to the 33-yard line. We're back at the 11, so right at first down and 22.
In Madden, this is where I just throw it deep.
Why not?
4 verticals.
Wildcats have 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Cam Smith in the backfield. Handoff Cam Smith. He's running to the left side, and he's going to get pulled down from behind. He makes it out near the 16-yard line, so he picks up about 5 yards. It'll be second down and call it 15, maybe 16.
I tell you, that's Yulee defense keying in on number 1. Cam Smith, not a whole lot doing here in this third quarter.
Now, and he had some big runs early in the first half. Wildcats were explosive there early. But since then, the Yulee defense has really settled in. The only other points we got were on that interception return. So the offense has been stymied since that first possession of the night. Second down run, Cam Smith to the right side, and he's not going anywhere. And Yulee's fired up.
Yeah, little one-on-one, man-on-man defense out there for Yulee, and just loading the box up, keying on Cam Smith.
Yulee's guys, you saw based on that tackle, Yulee's guys are not giving up in this game. They're only down 14-0. They're looking for a big play. Flag down on the play. Blake Mays rolling to his left, throws it out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. If that's against the Wildcats, they'll define it. It'll be Yulee ball. After the punt, of course. But we'll have to check this flag. The Wildcats had a third down and about 17 to go. And it was holding against the Cats, and that'll be declined. So nothing at all doing on that offensive possession. If you really think about it, Jackie, you know, we scored on the first possession tonight 3 plays. Explosive drive. We put the ball in the end zone. We got another touchdown off of the interception return going the other way. We had a chance to try to field goal at the end of the first half. It got blocked. So the offense did do some things here and there in between, but since that first possession tonight, we really haven't put together a drive. Yulee's going to try to return the punt from right around midfield, and the Cats stop him as he gets into Wildcat territory at the 49-yard line. So Yulee's going to put it in play there. 2:22 to go, third quarter. Wildcats still on top, 14-0. Jackie, just a couple shout-outs real fast to some folks listening in. I got a call from up in Georgia from the folks in Fargo at Camp Branch. They said they're all listening in up there tonight. I think they do steak night or something on Friday night, but they're getting ready for a big day of running dogs up there at Camp Branch in Fargo. Your brother-in-law is probably up there with them. What do you think?
Nah, I talked to him today. He was he's getting ready for a big hunting trip in Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
I have to go pick him up some fluorescent orange long-sleeve shirts today.
You just can't get those anywhere, can you?
Nah, yeah. Special trip to town.
First down play on the inside, and Yulee's going to run this one down to around the 44. Other thing I wanted to mention, my cousin over there in Bryceville, Eric Cruz, and his wife Heather, they are loyal Wildcat fans to 97.5 FM WFBB. He told me they're listening in tonight. And as we get done with the third quarter, I got a special shout-out I want to give, Jackie. So we'll do that in just a moment, all right? Second down, call it 4. Handoff inside. They're going to get it down near the 41-yard line, just a little bit short of the first down. It's going to be third down and about 2. But Yulee here, they've had good field position here the last couple of times with the ball, Jackie. We've played that defense very well. We haven't broken at all. But you feel like if we can't get some points on the board here, we're leaving ourselves susceptible.
No doubt. I mean, if nothing else, you'd like to flip the field a little bit, and we haven't been able to do that. Yulee living in Baker County territory in the third quarter.
Third down play coming up. Turner in the shotgun. Takes the snap. No, this is Hale, and he's going to run the Wildcat formation, trying to catch the Wildcats off guard. But he didn't catch Orlando Holland or Seth Chestnut off guard. They knocked him back 6 yards in the backfield.
Not even close. He did not catch those guys sleeping. Huge play by Seth Chestnut. What did we stop the clock for?
Well, I think they may have called timeout over there. I thought Julie might have called a timeout, but either way, the clock shouldn't have stopped. Now they're going to bring the punt team out. They get charged a timeout? What happened there? Now he's going to run the clock.
Huh.
Okay, so it may have been an equipment issue. Punter back on the field for Yulee, though, and you get the feeling the Wildcats they made a good play there on third down, but now you see that we might get one of those flip-the-field opportunities, Jackie, as the punt comes over here, a shank opportunity, and we're going to get it at the 29. So now maybe a good chance for the Wildcats to put something together and go the other way. 38 seconds to go, third quarter, and Wildcats on top 14-0. The shout-out I wanted to give, Jackie, was to a couple of people, all right? We got John Meadows back at Glenn Baptist. He's the guy who doesn't get any credit for what he does. He's back there in the shadows. He's in the studio every week. But I tell you, 97.5 FM WFPB wouldn't run without my man John Meadows over there. So I want to give John a big shout-out. He rode with me last week down to Sun Lake. We had a great trip. Cam Smith's going to get the first down carry here for the Cats. And, again, Yulee does a nice job just getting off the block and tackling Smith at the point of attack, so it'll be second down and 9. Chaz Rowland, the other guy, Jackie, his leadership and direction over there at Glenn Baptist, he wants the ministry to be in place for the radio station to stay intact with Glenn Baptist for years to come. So what John Meadows has built and what John Meadows runs over there, the leadership and the pastor at Glenn Baptist, he wants us to continue to be a ministry. The reason I say that is because I wanted to continue to be a ministry, too. I want people to always be able to hear Wildcat football on the radio, Jackie. But you and I made a personal decision this year that this was going to be it for us. And, fortunately, we're here in the playoffs, and we get a chance to call these games down toward the end. But I want to thank Sherry Rollerson, Jackie. She brought you, she brought me, she brought Chaz Rowland down on the field before the game tonight, and she recognized us for the years of service that we put in here with the Wildcats. And I'll tell you what, I don't need that. I told Sherry I didn't need her to bring me down there or do anything like that. It's been a privilege, man. It's been an honor to be able to bring Wildcat football to people. The hidden faces that are on the other end of us bringing the game to them. I don't even know who most of the people are that listen in, but there's former players. There's people that care about what's going on in this community. Maybe some people that just like high school football, and it's been a privilege to be able to do that. So I want to thank Sherry, I want to thank Chaz Rowland, and I want to thank John Meadows. Those are my key shout-outs for tonight. And, Jackie, most importantly, I want to thank you, man, for being here with me for these years. It's been fun, and I'm glad that Sherry brought you down and recognized you as well.
Yeah, what a ride, Mike. You've been doing it a lot longer than I have, but I've enjoyed every minute of it. And you're right, as much as I love Wildcat football and will still plan on attending games, you just comes a point where I got two little ones now that play sports. And we spend a lot of early Saturdays getting up, whether it be basketball, football, baseball. We're into it all, and so just had to take something off the plate, and this just seemed like the time to do it. And we've had a great run, and I've enjoyed every second of it.
Yeah, same here, Jack. Blake Mays cocks his arm and flings it down the field, and Davion Dean's got a big catch. Huge pass and catch there as we get it inside the 40 down to the 36-yard line. Davion Dean put a move on there and got inside the 40 down to the 36, and that's the play the Wildcats needed.
Yeah, and that's nothing fancy. That's Blake Mays rearing back and throwing that ball, trusting his athletic receiver out there to go get it, and Davion Dean does it, and my goodness.
We haven't seen that happen all night long. On first down, the snap back to Blake Mays is fumbled, and he has to go back and fall on it. So after the big play down to the 36-yard line, the Wildcats now lose 7 on the fumble snap.
Good. I thought we had gotten rid of that bug.
I did too. It hadn't happened tonight, and then there it is. Second down 17 from the 43-yard line. Mays fires one left side, and Davion Dean tried to run with it before he caught it.
Yeah, and that can easily happen on just a little screen pass there. You're trying to get upfield because you know those defenders are bearing down on you, and Davion Dean just took his eye off of it for a second, unable to come up with that one. So after a huge gain and a lot of momentum there, long third down here for this Wildcat offense.
You look down here in front of me, Jack. Where's the Wildcat fans at? Where'd they go? It's coming down to the fourth quarter when you need your folks in the stands, and I'm looking down in front of me. Man, there's a bunch of empty seats. Oh. Third down play, third down, a big 19. Blake Mays runs the option read to the left side, and he's going to fake the pitch and keep it inside, and he's going to get drilled down around the 35-yard line. It's going to be fourth down. And the ball's going to be right on the 36, Jackie. That would be a 53-yard field goal. I don't know that Coach Mays is going to try that one. We attempted a field goal earlier before the halftime. Bad snap, put us in a spot where Yulee got a block on us. We blocked the Yulee field goal tonight. I think 53 is probably asking a little bit more than we need to ask.
Yeah, with that play call on third and long there, that's kind of, in my mind, maybe that's Coach Mays saying, hey, this is four-down territory, but with the personnel change that's going to take place here, it looks like he is going to punt. And maybe try to flip the field position like we talked about with 10:29 to go in the fourth quarter. Wildcats up 14-0. After two quick Wildcat scores, Mike, this has been a stalemate offensively.
It has. You know, we've been sitting on 14-0 for a long time. Cats had one opportunity to make it a three-possession game, but weren't able to do that. They blocked the field goal, so we've got a shaken-up Yulee player on the field. 10:29 to go here in the final quarter. Wildcats 14, Yulee nothing. Let's send it back to the station for a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Hi, this is Larry Berkins of Berkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Berkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Berkins at Berkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BerkinsChevy.com.
We live in the small towns of North Florida, and we deserve only the finest in healthcare. We're fortunate to have that right here in McClenny at Ed Frazier Memorial Hospital. Here, we receive personalized treatment options that focus on wellness. It's reassuring to know that our doctors are just as qualified as larger hospitals, and our medical technology is the best available. Ed Frazier Memorial Hospital at Baker County Medical Services. The best part? They treat you like family.
And we welcome you back here to Memorial Stadium for the stretch run of tonight's first playoff game of 2022 right here at Memorial Stadium. The Wildcats doing battle with the Yulee Hornets. So far, it's been all Wildcats, 14-0 still on the board. And while you were away, Blake Mays, high punt. The Wildcats down there to field it at the 5-yard line. So now Yulee's got to go 95 yards if they want to put points on the board. Turner, the quarterback for Yulee, takes a straight drop. He's looking to throw. He's hitting the end zone. That's going to be a safety. The Wildcats got a big safety right there. Yeah. Wow. Phillip Jackson, Orlando Holland, number 52 again was Jeremiah Mitchell. All those guys met at the quarterback, and we're going to get a big safety here. Maybe. I'm hoping. I thought it was a safety.
Yeah, I did too. And then the line judge ran in and with his finger pointing down, I thought he was going to call him down to the half-yard line. But they are going to give him the safety here in this Wildcat defense. I mean, those guys have just played relentless football tonight and deserve every bit of that.
So tip your cap to the Cats for getting down there on special teams and downing that punt at the 5-yard line, which set that up. Nice job. Cats are going to get the ball back after the safety here. Makes it a 16-0 ball game. And If we could just get one more point on the board, Jackie, it'd be a 3-possession game, and I'd feel really good about it.
No doubt.
But at 16-0, those 2 points, it's still a 2-possession game. It's the hardest 2-possession game you can have.
Yeah, I'm telling you, our points are hard to come by. We get some on the defensive side.
Yeah.
Well, really, Seth Chestnut had a pick 6.
He
so
did.
that's
Yeah.
9 points tonight for the defense.
Yeah, only 7 for the offense. Now, Davion and Cam Smith, they've been limited here, but they have come up with some big plays. Long kickoff here. Davion Dean's going to get it at the 20-yard line. Davion Dean from the 20. He brings it back across the 30. Davion Dean's going to be on the loose across midfield. Davion Dean to the 45 of Yulee. A great return for Davion Dean, and he almost sprung it, Jackie. And the Wildcats will start at 1st and 10 from the 43 after the safety, a 16-0 lead. And really, you just tell your offense here, you can go put this game away right now.
Yeah, right now. Cam Smith kind of been bottled up here in the second half. But we've seen this time and time again where this Wildcat team just wears the defense down, and they lean on you and they lean on you. Let's see right here if they can put it away in this fourth quarter.
From the 42-yard line, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from there. Blake Mays in the gun. Mays going to give it to Cam Smith. Cam Smith got a hold. He's at the 40. He had a little more room that time than he has had, but it closed up quickly after a 4-yard gain.
I tell you, Yulee, they've done a great job on Cam Smith tonight. He sprung a couple there in the first quarter, but not a lot doing in the second half, and you caught it right there. That's usually one Cam Smith is pulling away from people. Yeah. The holes are closing quickly.
Yeah, it closed up quickly. He had some room. He got ahead for 4 yards. Now Blake May is going to fake the handoff to Smith, and Blake May is going to get to the 35. Again, you see the pursuit there from Yulee. It looked like Mays was going to be, running downfield for a while, but he gets stopped at the 35. It does bring up a short 3rd and 3, though, so probably 4-down territory for the Cats.
Yeah, good job that time by Blake Mays to just continually work his way up the field, pick up positive yardage, and set up a 3rd and manageable here.
3rd down 3 from the 35-yard line. 8:50 to go in the ball game. Cats on top 16-0. 2 touchdowns and a safety by the defense a moment ago. This is going to be Josh Holmes fumbles the football. Josh Holmes went through the line of scrimmage, fumbled the football. Yulee says they have it, and they do. They never got the exchange there, Jackie. He tried to put the ball in the chest of Josh Holmes. He never had possession of it. Wildcats put it on the ground, and Yulee gets another turnover.
My goodness. Telling you, a couple promising drives by this Wildcat offense, and man, just have not looked crisp up and down the field. That first scoring drive and a couple drives into that first quarter there looked really well, but nothing doing since then.
Bradford's on top now, 41-0 in that game with Crescent City. Yulee's offense back on the field. Turner throws across the middle. He's got a receiver, 45-50. He's into Wildcat territory down to the 45. So catch made. Turner made that one, threw it on the money, and you get a flag down after the play. This may be against Yulee. One of the Yulee players is kind of running away from the play. Not sure who they're going to call this on, but a flag was thrown after the play here. Let's see what the call is. Now it's going to be against the Cats. Another 15-yarder against the Cats, Jackie, going the other way. So the play went to the 42-yard line. 15 more yards is going to move it to the 27 of the Cats. And now Yulee down 16-0, but they've got first down from the Wildcat 24-yard line.
And just like that, we talked about field position, Mike, and how the Wildcat team has finally flipped it. Defense comes up with a huge safety. Wildcat, Davion Dean with a big return there. We're deep in Yulee territory. And after a turnover, Yulee has marched their way down to the Wildcat 30.
First down play. Turner throws one across the middle. Catch is made inside the 20. Shakes the tackle, and he's inside the 5. Yulee trying to come back now, and they get a first down inside the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Great coverage that time by the Wildcat defender. He had a chance.
He just slipped.
As soon as he made that reception to bring the receiver down.
But Jackie, the one thing I'm going to tell you is we've had opportunities tonight to take this to a 3-possession game. We've had a couple of different opportunities in their territory. We fumbled twice, had a field goal block. And now Yulee is in a position where they're going to be knocking on the door. First and goal, pass to the left side, catch is made, and they get the touchdown. Yulee gets pay dirt for the first time tonight, and now a 16-6 ball game. They're going to have to go for 2 to keep it a 1-possession game.
Oh, man. You talked about it earlier, 16 points, 2 possessions. That's a game where you can be in control, and it felt like the Wildcats were in control all night long. But then you turn right around deep here in the fourth quarter, and could be a 1-possession game after this 2-point try.
But everything changes if they don't get the 2. They've got to get the 2, so the pressure is on Yulee for the 2-point play here. If they don't get 2, then it's basically still a 2-possession game. Turner in the shotgun. They're going to get a snap flag down, illegal motion against Yulee, so you're going to back them up 5 yards, so that 2-point conversion just got 5 yards tougher.
And it looked like, again, they were trying to send that running back out on a wheel route. That was how they scored that touchdown, just flipping the running back out there. And I tell you, you got to do one of 2 things. If you're going to play man-to-man, you got to get those outside linebackers a little further out, Mike, so they can keep up with that running back out of the backfield. If not, you got to run a zone and hope that Mekhi Mosley or Davion Dean make a play and the Turner doesn't see it.
Jackie, when I was a kid and we used to play football out there on Bob Burns's Road, you know what we called that? You huddle up and say, same play, same play, same play. Here's a 2-point conversion. Turner slings it to the end zone. It's going to be intercepted. Davion Dean's got it. He intercepts it at the goal line, and he's taking it back the other way. Davion Dean 50. Davion Dean 45-40, and he takes it all the way back to the 30-yard line. And the Wildcats stop him from getting 2 points there. Davion Dean read it all the way and almost took that one all the way back to the house, which would have been 2 more points for the Cats. But it's now 16-6. So there's still 7:51 on the clock, so conceivably Yulee could score 2 more times, but they're going to have to score 2 more times if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Huge play there by Davion Dean, and again, just jumps that out route, Mike, just sitting down on it, and able to pick that off. And you're right, took it deep into Yulee territory there. Thought he was going to get 2 points. That's one of those that, if you get caught like that, man, hey, just go down at the 10, save your energy.
Yeah. He was seeing the end zone.
I thought he had it, too.
I did, too. 7:51 to go in the game, 16-6 ball game. Yulee's going to kick it off to the Cats now. And the key here is, Jackie, we don't need to score here, but we need to run some clock, you know? They're going to kick a high pooch kick over to the left side. Cam Smith got it. He brings it back to the 10-yard line. Cam Smith to the 15, Cam Smith to the 20. Flag down behind the play. 35-40, Cam Smith out at midfield, but I'm afraid you're going to get a block in the back that's going to be bringing this one back.
And there's no reason for it at all. It's the opposite side of the field that Cam Smith was running.
Way behind the play. 7:41 to go in the ball game. 16 for the Wildcats, 6 for Yulee. I was talking to you about it before the game. I was talking to Cole Pepper down there, Channel 4 guy, before the game. And he was asking me what it was going to take. And we're all thinking this is going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
Here we are, Jackie, in the fourth quarter, and it's there's only been 3 touchdowns in the game. It's a 16-6 ball game. But that's a key. The penalty here on the kickoff is key because that's the difference between the Wildcats starting at midfield on a great return by Cam Smith or starting back at the 10-yard line. So it's a 40-yard penalty, basically. As the Wildcats will start at first down and 10 from their own 10. 7:41 to go in the game, ahead by 10 points. I told you, we don't need to score on this drive, but we need to run some clock. Cam Smith in the backfield, 2 receivers to the left. Wildcats going to hand the ball off on a jet sweep. Coming to the left side, it's going to be Silas Roden, and Silas Roden is going to get 5, maybe 6 yards around the left end on first down for the Cats.
Good run that time by Silas Roden. I'm going to have to tell him and Davion Dean getting run down on that 2-point try. We're going to give them smaller stakes next week, Mike, if we win this game.
Well, hey, just get me to the party where I get one A-State. I'm kidding. 2nd down and 5 from the 15-yard line. Wildcats running that clock now. It's going to run under 7 minutes to go on this play. May's going to hand it off Cam Smith. Cam Smith's going to be tackled right around the 18-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and call it 3.
And I'm telling you, I just don't know if there's some miscommunication up front for the Wildcats because Cam Smith just can't find the crease anywhere.
And now you're going to get an offsides call against Yulee, which is going to give us a free 5 yards. The Wildcats use the hard count. They come in the neutral zone, and we're going to 5 yards across the 20 out to the 23-yard line. So the Cats get that 5 yards, and we're going to move the chain. The first three plays of this drive have taken off about a minute off the clock. So if every first down equals a minute, Jackie, then we just need about 5 first downs.
All right, let's do it.
Wildcats going to let that clock run here. Blake May's in the shotgun. Play clock's down to around 15. Sends a man in motion. That's Mosley. Going to hand the ball off Cam Smith to the middle. Cam Smith again hit right at the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard.
That's not good. Cam Smith slow to get up.
Looks like he's tying his shoe, though. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe his shoe just came off.
Yeah. I agree with you. That's not a good thing for Cam to get up slowly, but it looks to me like he's tying his shoe. Maybe just can't get his shoe on correctly or something. So
should be the mid-quarter water break.
Timeout on the field. We'll take one with them. The Wildcats on top 16-6 with 5:58 to go in the ball game. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Since 1967, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has had the goal to acquire customers and maintain their complete satisfaction throughout the business relationship. Located in McClenny with almost 60 years of serving the McClenny area, excellence has been their hallmark. Did you know that now Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning also carries Amana products? Amana has been known since 1934 as having some of the most reliable and dependable heating and air conditioning systems in the business. If you're struggling with who to call for your air conditioning service, give them a call. Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546. That's 259-6546.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate. Call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
And we welcome you back here to Memorial Stadium, downtown McClenny, Florida. As we come back, Blake Mays on a scramble play connects with Josh Holmes on a pass play that's going to give the Wildcats a first down and move the chains here. A 16-6 ball game late in the fourth quarter, and we're going to go under 5 minutes to play, and the Wildcats have another set of downs.
Yeah, it's a huge first down that time. Blake Mays scrambling around. keeps his eyes down the field, and Josh Holmes just keeps working for his quarterback. Finds a hole and sits down in it. Great play that time.
First down play, pass to the left side, catch made by Davion Dean. Davion trying to make some guys miss, and a flag came down behind the play. And, the guys that told me before the game that they wanted to watch a good football game, they're throwing a flag every play now.
Yeah, and this has been 2 weeks in a row that the first half of a football game is going seamlessly, and all of a sudden in the second half, there are just flags everywhere.
This is a personal foul against Yulee. Must have been some type of chop block. Hands to the face, they called, against the Hornets. So we're going to get the play, which is going to take it to the 45 of Yulee, and now 15 down to the 30-yard line. So, Jackie, with 4:50 to go in the game, the Wildcats can salt this one away. We're deep in their territory.
Yeah, 4:50 to go in this ball game. Wildcats leading 16-6. So still a two-possession game here.
And no need to rush.
No need to rush at all. I keep handing it to Cam Smith. That time it was just a little short pass out to Davion Dean, but
the Wildcats have overcome a couple of turnovers here in the second half. Going to run Davion Dean on a jet sweep going around the right end, and Davion's going to fight for yardage inside the 30. He got to the 28, so we'll call it a 3-yard gain. It'll be second down and 7.
And Yulee's going to start burning timeouts here with 4:40 left in this fourth quarter.
Well, they don't really have a choice now. I mean, they're down 2 possessions since their 2-point conversion didn't happen, and they gave up the safety to us earlier, made it a 16-6 ball game. They don't really have a choice. They can't let any more clock run off this, scoreboard. Unfortunately for Yulee, I mean, with 4:40, you only have 3 timeouts. Once you get this thing below 3 minutes or 2 minutes, I mean, being able to score and get the ball back is going to, it's going to be a big challenge for them. But I will say this. 2 games we played against Yulee this year, these guys don't quit, and, they play hard. And I really expected that their offense was going to put some points on the board tonight, but you have to really tip your cap to our defense for the way they played tonight.
Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable again. Wildcats leading this one 16-6. This defense has accounted for 9 of those points with a pick 6 and then a safety here in this second half. So the Wildcat defense came to play tonight, and Yulee's defense, no slouches either. Gave up an opening drive touchdown and nothing doing since then.
Second down play coming up, second down and 7. Blake Mays in the shotgun, sends Silas Roden in motion, going to hand the football to Cam Smith. Cam Smith got a hold this time, and he's down inside the 20, close to the 15-yard line, and picks up the Wildcat first down.
Yeah, big first down right there. Cam Smith finally finding a crease there. A couple cutbacks, picks up a first down, and now Coach Mays going to let this clock just bleed. 4:18 and counting. Wildcats up 16-6, and you're right, no need to get in a hurry.
No need at all. 4 minutes to go in the game. Blake Mays in the gun. First down and 10 now, Cats. Will be under 4 minutes after this play. Cam Smith got the carry, just kind of fights his way in there for a 4-yard gain. It'll be second down, and now Yulee's got to burn another timeout. Second timeout. So they've only got 1 left, and there's only 3:53 on the clock.
And that play there, you saw Cam Smith just lower his head, run right into the heart of that defense, and go down immediately. If I'm Coach Mays, I'm letting those guys know, hey, listen, we're not trying to do anything fancy here. Don't try to fight for extra yardage.
Well, this is the way I look at it, Jack. If you can get one more first down, you get one more first down here on this drive inside the 10, force them to take their last time out, then really every single play, all you need to do is hand off, go down, run this clock. Wildcats have made a statement here, getting this ball with 7 minutes to go in the game, Jackie, and taking it down. They've taken half the clock off already, have an opportunity here with another first down to take this all the way down.
Yeah, that's if you do end with points, that's just icing on the cake.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you don't need the points, though. Just get the first down and just let the clock run. Second down, call it 6. Blake Mays in the gun. Cam Smith's going to get it. Cam Smith left side, he's going to get to the 10. Cam Smith inside the 10, he's going to get that first down. And it's going to be a first down and a flag down behind the play. My goodness.
Going to be holding on the Cats here. Oh, goodness. One step forward and 2 steps back.
1 step forward, 2 steps back. You're right.
Going to move us back now to the 25-yard line. Remain second down, so 3:45 left in this fourth quarter. Wildcats lead 16-6. Cam Smith was going to pick up the first down, have the ball inside the 5-yard line. But the holding is going to move the Wildcats back. And just trying to bleed this clock out here late in the game. Coach Mays signaling the play in. Blake calls for the snap. Hand off to Josh Holmes to the right side. Josh Holmes fighting for yardage. Picks up about 4 there. Down to the Yulee 22. So third and about 14 here, Mike. But again, this clock winding down. Under 3:30 now in the fourth quarter, and that's all this Wildcat team needs to do.
Yeah, Yulee sitting on that last time out. I think they're looking for the opportune time to call it. Wildcats facing a big third down here. Letting that clock run. Under 10 seconds on the play clock now. Blake Mays calls for the ball, hands it to Cam Smith. No, fakes the handoff inside, and Mays fights his way inside the 20. Down to the 18, and now Yulee will burn their last time out with 2:56 on the clock, and it looks like we're going to try the field goal. I think the ball is sitting around the 18, so that would be a 35-yard attempt.
Blake Mays with plenty of leg. You talked about it right before halftime there. We had an opportunity at high school football. Everything's got to be perfect, Mike. The snap was a little high. Davion Dean couldn't get it down in time. Yulee able to partially block that kick. So another opportunity here for Blake Mays to basically make this a 2-touchdown game instead of a touchdown and a field goal.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because at a 10-point game, Yulee could beat you with a touchdown and a field goal, assuming they got the extra point. However, the 3 points to make it 19-6 would make it a 13-point lead, and they'd have to have 2 touchdowns to beat you with only 2:56 on the clock.
Yeah.
So it is important. The 3 points are important. They're going to set it down at the 24, so it'll be a 34-yard attempt from the right half. Plenty of leg, but again, got to get the snap down. Snap is high again, and it's going to go through the hands of Davion Dean. And Blake Mays has to go cover it up at the 30-yard line. And Yulee has avoided 2 field goal opportunities from the Cats, as we can't get the snap back there. That's twice tonight it's been high. The first one, Davion Dean was able to go up in the air and get it down, but Yulee was able to block it. This time, Davion couldn't even stop it. It was high and hard, and Blake Mays had to go back and get it at the 30-yard line. First down play now for Yulee, and Turner, just like that, finds the receiver out across midfield, and he's into Wildcat territory. They're going to get a 20-yard gain. But the key thing here, Jackie, they are out of timeout, and they've got to score twice, and the Wildcats are going to call a timeout here.
Yeah, Wildcats just trying to get the right personnel out there.
That play went from the 30-yard line to the Wildcat 47, a 23-yard pass play on first down. You know that Yulee does have the capability to throw the football, which keeps them in the game, but only 2:45 on the clock. They've got to score twice. So that means they've got to score, they've got to get the onside kick, and then they've got to score again. For the Cats, they can stop them on this one, or they can get the onside kick, or stop them on the next one. Either way, Jackie, Cats got to get a stop somewhere.
Yeah, and I tell you, here's what you got to do if you're this Wildcat defense. When you have the opportunity to make that first tackle, you got to make it.
Yeah.
We saw it on the touchdown a moment ago by Yulee. First man missed the tackle. Yulee, wide receiver, able to find the end zone. And on this play here, again, the defender, first defender, not able to bring the receiver down. You get your hands on him, you got to hold on for dear life. The Wildcats stopped the clock there with the timeout, so now Yulee starting with 2:45. Turner, straight drop, fires one down the left sideline. That ball's up for grabs, and Davion Dean almost had an interception. Turner just threw that one a little too high, gave all the defenders time to get over there. Incomplete. Second down upcoming. Yeah, Turner that time just throws up a jump ball. I'm going to tell you this. Davion Dean's going to win 9 out of 10 of those.
Yeah, had that same opportunity earlier in the game. He just kind of lost his footing, allowed the receiver to go up and make a good play. This time, Dean almost came down with the interception. Second down and 10 from the Wildcat 47. Yulee quarterback Turner, straight drop, fires one out here. He's got a kill made, but a good tackle right away by the Cat, Cam Smith over there, along with Cale Cruz.
Oh, man, Cam Smith going low, Cale Cruz going high. Turned the Yulee receiver for a somersault.
Third down play, the most important thing, though, the clock running. Turner gets his team to the line, trying to call the play quickly. Third down and 3. Turner, straight drop, in the shotgun, fires it out here, and nobody home. He was looking for a receiver along the near sideline, and it's incomplete. It'll bring up fourth down and really the ball game here.
Jeremiah Mitchell that time back there in a hurry, and we've talked about it all night. When this Wildcat front can get pressure on Turner, he likes to throw off that back foot, and we've seen Seth Chestnut with a pick six and a couple other opportunities for this Wildcat defense. Comes down to this. Wildcats can end the game here. 4th and 3 from the Wildcat 40. Turner fires one across the middle, and it's broken up. One of those Wildcats got a hand on it at the line of scrimmage, broke the pass up, and that's going to be it. The Wildcats are going to take over. Yulee can't stop the clock. There's 2:06 to go. And really, we can run this thing out. What a great stop. And no unit more deserving than that Wildcat defense to end this ball game on a 4th down stop. With 2:06 to go in this fourth quarter, Wildcats up 16-6. And Blake Mays, get the snap, gather yourself, and let's run this clock out. That's all you got to do. 2:06. They can't stop the clock. We're at the 40-yard line. We've got a 10-point lead, 16-6 here late in the game, and the Wildcats looking to advance in the playoffs here. The Wildcats will take a knee. Blake Mays takes the knee. The clock's going to run, and we're going to just watch the clock run here for a couple of plays. 35 on the play clock. That's going to take this one down to around 1:20 when we'll have to snap it again. Then we can take it down inside of a minute. So all we will leave after this is just seconds for Yulee to do something with the ball, and they need 2 scores. So with that stop on defense, that virtually ended the ball game, Jackie. The Wildcats are going to look to next week, round 2, playing the winner of Baldwin versus Palatka tomorrow at Baldwin High School over there. And Blake May takes the snap, and they don't even rush him. Clock's going to continue to run. This time we'll go under a minute. We've got 35 on the play clock, so it'll take it down to around 40 seconds to go in the game, Jackie. And once we snap it on this next play, they can't stop it. So virtually end the game. Yeah. Under a minute now, 16-6. The Wildcats going to get the win, Jackie. They're going to get the win. And the thing to do in the playoffs is to win and you advance to the next week. The Wildcats are going to do that. 16-6, they lead here late in the fourth quarter against Yulee. Blake Mays is going to take the delay of game here, and that's a smart delay of game because it backs us up
5 yards, but it took the clock all the way down to 39 seconds, which means if we snap it here, the ball game's over. We snap it, take one more knee, and a 40-second play clock, guess what? You're going to be at zeros. So, Wildcat fans, keep an eye on Baldwin tomorrow. Baldwin versus Palatka over in Baldwin. As the Wildcats are going to get the win here, 16-6. They're shaking hands with Yulee. That'll run the clock out. And Coach Kevin Mays, again, Jackie, has the Wildcats' season hopes looking up here in the playoffs as they get a big win against Yulee.
Yeah, I mean, a great game. Again, can't speak highly enough of this Wildcat defense. Those guys came out and were just relentless all night long. Gave up a cheap one late in the second half, but shut down really. Spent a lot of time on the field. This Wildcat offense, we got to figure out the miscues up front there. Cam Smith able to break a couple big runs in that first quarter. And Yulee did a good job keying on him. We got to have these other playmakers come in and make some plays. A couple untimely penalties. I mean, those have haunted us all year. A little less tonight, but we got to get it down to slim or none, Mike, because a couple were very untimely for this Wildcat team tonight.
Well, one way or the other, the Wildcats are either going to have to face a team that beat us for the district championship next week or face a team that we haven't played this year in Palatka. So we'll keep an eye on that game tomorrow, Baldwin versus Palatka, and we'll see where the Wildcats will go. You can find out in the Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning Coaches Show Monday night, 7 o'clock, right here on 97.5 WFBB. Congratulations to the Wildcats as we get to move on with them, Jackie, at least one more week here in the state playoffs, and congratulations to this team. Kind of one of those things, you know, you get 7-3 on the year, Jackie, but now you look at it, they're 1-0. 1-0. You want to win 5, but right now the most important thing is you win 1, and you get to week 2. So the Cats 16, Yulee 6. Not really the way we expected the game to go. I thought it was going to be a lot more high scoring than it was, but both defenses kind of locked in. Wildcat defense made plays when they needed to, just enough offensively to get it done. The defense really, really playing well, Jack.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. Everybody's 0-0 this time of year, Mike, and Wildcats 1-0 in playoff football, going to move on to the second round. And, you know, a long-time Wildcat. I mean, maybe probably top 3 oldest Wildcats that I know, been around Wildcat football forever. That's Freddie Bennett. He and I were talking about it. You know, you said it earlier, not a lot of fans in the stands in the middle section right here. People take this for granted. There was a long time there where this Wildcat team didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And surely didn't make it past the second round.
Yeah.
And so, listen, Wildcat fans, come out, show your support these home games. Even if we're away next week, it's 10 minutes up the road in Baldwin. Come show these boys some love, man. Send these seniors out with a bang. It's playoff football time.
Yeah, I'm in a total agreement with you. We're going to need some fan support over there, assuming we play Baldwin next week. That's a game we lost earlier in the year, a game the Wildcats will be able to maybe go out and try to get some revenge against Baldwin, but we'll see who wins that game tomorrow and go on from here. So congratulations to the Wildcats. We're 1-0 in the playoffs, and we'll move on to next week, and looking forward to that, Jackie. So it's been a good night. Want to say once again thanks to my man John Meadows back at Glenn Baptist for keeping us on the air. Listen in 7 o'clock Monday night, the Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning Wildcat Radio Coaches Show. And then next Friday night, it'll be 7 o'clock. Just not sure if it'll be at Baldwin or back here against Palatka. We'll find that out, and we'll talk about that Monday night. So with that being said, Wildcats win it 16-6. We're going to sign it off the air and get out of here. So good night, everybody. We'll talk to you Monday night.